Yes, people, big up, big up. Welcome along to Aston Villa from the stands. I hope you're well. Make sure you smash the like button, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you get in the comments. It's Eintracht Frankfurt versus Aston Villa. The US tour has begun, and we are seeing the first team out. We're seeing the big guns. Unai Emery, but no more of this Lewis Dobbin crap. No more of this Louis Barry. It's all about the boys who will be stepping up in the Premier League. Two strong lineups, it looks like, and I cannot wait for this one. So good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're watching this in the world. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know how you are. And of course, make sure you interact with all things available to you. We are going to be, as I said, running this up live. Make sure you're in the comments. And yeah, cannot wait for this one. Cannot wait for one. Seeing a lot of faces in here already. Wrapping it up in the chat, enjoying the vibe. Villa TV is set to go. And all I can say is the team sheet has put a massive smile on my face. I am, for the first time, looking forward to this game. The first time in a while, I'm looking forward to a Villa pre-season. I'll get the team news up. If you're hoping for the first teamers, you've got the first teamers. That's all I can say. The first teamers are on. So let me load this up. And we are also going to be joined by a special guest tonight, something to spice up the pre-season. And of course, that is going to be beautiful as well. So please do lock in with that. But here we go. Here are the team news for tonight, people. Here is the team news for tonight. And I can tell you now, the admin has taken absolute pelters. The admin has taken absolute pelters because he's done it in number of order again. He's only gone and done what every fan doesn't want to happen, which is seeing that goddamn number order. No one wants to see it. It needs to go. But there we go. So with that number order, we have basically digressed the team as following. It looks like it's going to be, well, not looks like, it is going to be Marco Bizot in goal. We've got Cash at right back. We've got Luca Dean at left back. And I think it's going to be Tyrone Mings as left-sided and Bogard as the other centre-half. Now, whether we see this free at the back system, I really doubt it, but we'll have to pause and wait on that one. The midfield-wise, then, we have Yuri Tillemans. We have, of course, Kamara, the man who's just signed his contract. There's also then Ramsey, Mallon, Buendia, and Watkins, which will be interesting to see how they fit in this makeshift side. Do I think we're going to see three at the back today? No, I don't. I can't see how that first team there has three at the back. But you never know with Unai Emery. You never know. So that's what we're looking at today, guys. Of course, on the bench, there's still all the other big guns. You've got Martinez, Konsa, McGinn, Torres, Ilin Jr., Matson, Anana, Rogers, Bailey, and then a few of the youngsters, Rowe, Patterson, Jamal Alawa, and Ozcan. But that is the Villa team. Are you happy? Is it going to be worth staying up to watch this team? Absolutely. Has it been worth staying up to watch the other teams? Absolutely not. So lock in for this one, people. I hope you're good. I hope you're well. And of course, as I said, we'll be having our special guest, Rich, joining us very soon, later in the next 10 minutes or so. But I want to know your thoughts and feelings. JZA has said easy 3-0 Villa win. He's confident. Dan Boyce, up the Villa. Let's get it going. Yes, Dan, great to see you in here. Steven said, hello, everyone, up the Villa. And Ron's asked for the team news. Well, it's there. I mean, come on, guys. Admin needs a sack. Big up to Les and Jamie as well in the house. And of course, big up to the Vamos, the VJ, with the early donation in the house. Vamos, VJ, Vamos, VJ, Vamos, Vamos. Big up to my guy, VV. He's in the house. He's hyping it up as a mod. And yeah. And look, the Lord's in as well. Evening from the Lord. Big up to Alan Ford, my Lord. Great to have you in here, my friend. Great to see you. Kieran Sen, 2-0. JZA, I ain't been here just last time I was here. Oh, Jakey. Well, welcome in, JZA. It's great to have you back. And yeah, big up Alan Ford. It's a bit sweaty tonight. I've got to get the fluids in. It's probably just me. It usually is. But yeah. So Gaz Watson has made a very good point, which I haven't even thought about yet, Gaz. Gaz, this is a really good point. Loving the live streams. Did Barkley and Garcia travel? Not on the bench. Really good question. Gaz, didn't see a picture of them on the plane. Obviously, they're not on the team sheet. Can anyone answer or help Gaz out here? Because I think this is a really, really good point. Will we see any sign-in as well, guys? Well, no, I don't think so for the next few weeks. Well, this week, definitely, while we prepare. But look, Marco's in goal, ahead of Emmy tonight. Emmy, of course, you know, it doesn't seem as first team, second team, whatever you want to say. Marco Bizot is the first team keeper to start tonight, and Emmy will play the second half. Do you know what would be really telling, though? if it's Joe Gauchi who starts the second half, and then we don't see Emi Martinez tonight. That would be pretty cutthroat, to say the least. But yeah, hope everyone is good. Let me know your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions around this team lineup. Are we confident tonight, guys? Are we bloody confident? Are we confident we're going to see a big Villa W in the house? I'll be honest, the first two preseason games, Walsall, Hansa Rostock, have been nothing but a disappointment. Nothing but a disappointment. A waste of time, some may even add. That's how I felt about it. But there we are. We're in the home kit this time, which means we should win retro, right? Because that black kit is cursed. We actually need to play a team that we know we're going to batter. Someone maybe like Birmingham City, and then get that curse there. Where to watch the game? So obviously, I'll help you out the best I can, Slick. Can we sign Harvey Elliott? Yeah, I mean, not bad. But yeah, Barkley apparently is injured. And Garcia didn't travel. Is that true? Garcia didn't travel. No way. But it is a really solid team tonight. Morgan Rogers on the bench. So it's all about him carrying up in the second half. But chat, the second half team is just as strong. Second half side is just as strong, in my opinion. It's two really balanced sides. I would say this first half team edges it. What are people's thoughts on Emi Buendia? Is there an Emi Buendia resurrection? Is there a chance that Emi Buendia impresses the gaffer that much that he goes, hold on, maybe we don't need to sell you to Leeds. Maybe you're going to lock in with us. Let me know your thoughts on that one, because Emi Buendia starts. But yeah, down with this damn bloody number order shit that we're seeing. I cannot look at it. I don't want to see it on screens. I don't want to see number order ever again. But I think that's the way the admin's going. And I think I give your head a wobble is all I can say. But yeah, to note to Buendia Resurrection. There you go. Big up to James as well. Malin Masterclass after being free. Do you know what? He's the one I'm looking at tonight. Doniel Marlin. There we go. Right. The game's on my TV, Lynn Family Stadium. Kickoff is at midnight, so in 14 minutes' time. So not too bad. Malin to score a hattie. I love the love for Malin. He'll get a goal, stick by the guy. Good to see Ilan Jr. and Buendia back. I'm just going to close that a second. And first of all, look at the Lord. He's in straight away. This guy just leads by example. Alan Ford, my Lord, Alan Ford. Alan Ford, my Lord, Alan Ford. Alan Ford, my Lord, Alan Ford, oh Lord, Alan Ford. Alan Ford, my Lord, has spoken. A big 3-1 with a goal from a newbie. Well, what one of the youngsters, but I like that score prediction. Yeah, do get your score predictions in. Buendia been looking very happy to smile and train pics of it. He has. He's in the Argentina clan, isn't he? He's in the Argentine clan with the boys. He's there with Emi. He's there, of course. Pau Torres seems to be part of that trio. It seems as Emi Buendia, Emi Martinez, and a bit of Pau Torres on the sides as well. But yeah, guys, big up. Make sure you are subscribing. Make sure you're liking up the stream as well. I think we're nearly at 50 likes already, and we only had a kickoff. If you're happy that the Villa's back, if you're happy it's the first 11 or close to, then you should be liking the stream 100%. But yeah, Jono's in the house as well. Good to see it. And where can we watch? Right, there's going to be two options for you. I am going to be running this on YouTube and Big Up tonight. Big Up, if I find a stream, I will be able to show you, is what I'm trying to tell you right now. If I find a stream, I'll be able to show you on the Big Up as well. But yeah, you lot are absolute legends in here. I will do my best to help you out as much as possible with all that good stuff. But yeah, it's on the good old Villa TV. We're locked in. We're ready to rock and roll. Heidi, of course, is in the VIP seat, and rightly so. And yeah, we're good to go. We've had a great day out, to be fair. I'm hot and sweaty. We had a great day. Went down to the beach. Went to the beach. Went to the arcades. Played in the beach. Had some good scran. Had an ice cream. So yeah, it's been a good day, and we're back now, chilling. So yeah, I hope everyone else it's been a Saturday, right? It's a weird one. We're going into Sunday. I hope everyone's had a good Saturday, or if your Saturday's just beginning or ending, or some of you might even be in Australia and starting your new day. Apparently, it's an ESPN Plus in the States. Big up to FIFA 25. Well, you know the drill, Alan Ford. You know the drill. Also, congrats on 15k subs. Thank you. I appreciate that. And onwards and upwards. All because of you guys. So thank you so much. And is it true that we're considering letting Donkey go on a free? Yes. It's a massive, massive rumour that's going around that we cannot find a club for Leandro Dendonca. And so we may be considering letting him go on a free. how low can you go is what I'm going to say. Like, imagine having to let the donkey go on a free. That is looking likely. That is looking like it's going to happen. Let's get him off the wage bill and let's just go again, right, chat? Not first about the scoreline. Want to see a good intense run by the lads? Yes, I'll get the lineup again if you haven't seen it. Ant's had a cracking day. He's had 7-siders. He's still on his feet. There we go. Did you watch the Lions? No. Do you know what? Weirdly, I was talking to Heidi about this. The lack of advertisement for the British and Irish Lions is madness, in my opinion. You do not see near enough advertisement for that stuff anymore. It used to be like, not pushed in your face, but it was very prevalent and everyone knew that the Lions were on. And now it's a bit like, yeah, what's going on? So, yeah, get Leander gone, agree. It's also on the NBC in the States. Look at everyone scratching each other's backs. I love that. Wages are ridiculous for Dendonka, so he's got to go. He's got to go. He's actually got to go. But yeah, chat, can we run this stream up to 50 likes? And as I said, for the first time ever really on a Watch On, the Villa, we've got a guest joining us, as is a late one. And we thought, you know what, keeping the Villa community together. So we've got Rich from the Villa Park podcast. Of course, you can subscribe to him in the title as well, who's going to be joining us in a couple of minutes or so. Anyone who is on the Big Up, we're going to run that one as well. And as I said, that channel, I'll let you know if I'm able to show you anything on there. But if you do have a Big Up account, then that is the place to head over to in a minute. And of course, we're staying on the YouTube as well. So lots of stuff going on today, trying to help you and trying to get it all good and cushy for everyone. So yeah, but yeah, it's hot. It's hot. It's actually hot. And Eintracht Frankfurt do have a thing. So cricket was better. How did the cricket go, actually? How did the cricket go? Let me put the lineup up there for you just while I'm sorting this out. So I'm going to just copy and paste something. So replace pinned message. So yeah, on the pin as well is another chance and opportunity. I'm going to go live now. So there we go. But yeah, big up to everyone. Hope everyone is good. Hope everyone is well. Welcome in. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. The lineups are out. Things are looking good. People are looking happy. And that's all that matters. Listen, I do not care about, in the most brutal way, I do not care about Eintracht Frankfurt's lineup. I don't really want to go over it. Although they've got some names on there. They've got Michi Batshuayi. I can just see on my TV there. But anyone else, you know, I don't care. Robin Koch, I think, used to play for the old Leeds, maybe. But there we go. There we go. But yeah, big up to each and every single one of you. Thanks for tuning in today. As I said, loads of good comments. Now, with that lineup, who's your first goal scorer? Who's your first goal scorer tonight? And what sort of first half scoreline are you looking for? I've got the TV on. We've got it all ready to go. And yeah, we'll try and help you, whatever. But yeah, check out the pin comments. So big up to everyone. The big up is available. Alan Ford is in. Yes, say big up to Alan Ford. My lord, how are you? How the devil are you? Oh, it's hot, guys. I'm hot. But there's the lineup. Personally, for me, I'm going to see an early Ollie Watkins goal just to shush the Man United. I'd love Ollie Watkins to just do a little bit of this. I would love Ollie Watkins to put the ball in the back of the net, right? And give it a little, just to let Man U fans know. You know what I'm saying? Just to let Man U fans know. But big up to my guy as well, Vamos VJ, coming in with the fire tonight. You lot are fire in the chat. So top Villa content, Sir Josh, 3-1 Villa, Malin 2 and Tillemans. I like it, Yuri Tillemans goal. A lot of you are back in Donjan Malin, but of course, with the super chat comes Vamos VJ, Vamos. Big up my guy, absolutely killing it as always. India 160 for 2, loving it. Loving all the sports talk in the chat. Zephyrino Redmond, I don't think he's travelled. As I said, he is someone who is going to be in the Young Guns. So there we go. But I hope my TV's not frozen. It's just got the English flag, should I say, flying. We're going to just sorting out all the chats there. Big up to Lee. Alan Ford, my lord's in there as well. We've got Malin first goals flying in. 1-1 halftime. Malin for Villa. A lot of Malin love. And I don't blame you, people. I don't blame you. Right, let me get my headset. What am I doing? I need to change my audio because we're going to bring in Rich in a second. I'm going to start with it's a little bit laggy, that TV. We can't be looking at that. Let me just... might have to just refresh. I can't be looking at that. Let me just give it a little bit of a refresh. Come on, Villa TV. Let's be better than that, Villa TV. Let's be better than that. But yeah, once we got that going, I'm going to bring Rich in. We can't be looking at the laggy Villa TV, can we? We can't be 20 minutes behind. Right, come on. I just had a 5-hour stint on Farming Sim 22. It's a wonder I'm still awake. What a game that is, by the way. Yeah, potential. Where is that, Lee? Yeah, that's what I'm going to try and do, Lee. Is that on YouTube, Collison? And Louis at the vid as well. We might have a way to show the game on there. Right, I'm going to keep that. So we're going to have them. Oh, so laggy. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. We'll go with that. Is anyone else's Villa TV a little bit laggy or we're good? Right, let's bring in Rich. I think this should work. Just checking all my audio. Yeah, Lee, copy and paste the link as well on the big up. Here he is. Here's the main man. Big up, Rich. How are you?
I'm good, Josh. How are you, mate?
Not bad, mate. Not bad. Actually, really excited, to be honest, mate, because it's the big guns. They're there. I'm not going to lie. The Walsall game, the Hansa Rostock game, it was an anticlimax. It was an anticlimax, to say the least. And I thought, do you know what? Let's get the big boys on that. So I'm happy. What about you, Rich? How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm excited for the game. I mean, I don't know who this new trialist is called Emi Buendia. I've never heard of him before. Be interesting to see what he's like. But yeah, no, I think it's nice to see some of the like you say, the big guns back and see how they're operating. I mean, this time last year we played in America, it wasn't particularly good. So
No.
we'll see what happens.
Exactly, mate. Exactly. I mean, touching on Emi Buendia there, I've asked the chat, and again, chat, feel free if you haven't already. And lots of people welcome him, Rich, which is what we like to see. We said Emi Buendia resurrection. I mean, there is a quote when he did this Norwich interview on that Norwich fan channel where he said, he basically said, Unai Emery, he loved working under, and Unai Emery clearly liked him. And he said, if it wasn't for that injury, who knows? With Villa in this PSR situation and clear and not having to majorly sell, is there a space for an Emi Buendia? Because in my head, Morgan Rogers carries that 10 role, but who's behind him? So what's your thoughts, Rich? What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, I've thought there's a couple of schools of thought, isn't it? It's like, you know, Emi Buendia's got that determination in him. He's always kind of had that, you know, where even when he's played, even if he's come on for sort of 5 minutes, he's added that effort. He wants to put himself about. He wants to show, you know, that sort of grit and determination. So I wouldn't expect anything less of Emi Buendia in terms of that if he's asked the question. Whether he can be a consistent player for Aston Villa, on the other hand, is another matter. And is it a little bit of cope from us as Aston Villa fans to be like, oh, maybe Emi Buendia could be good? Because at the end of the day, if we had the money or if we had the wherewithal to sign someone who was strong in that position, then Emi Buendia would be gone. So yeah, I'd love to see him play well, and it would be a massive saving and it would be a massive blessing for that to happen, but I just can't see it.
I think you're right. I think it is a bit of copium from us and hopium or whatever the words you want to digress about it. But look, at the end of the day, I think a lot of people are right in saying this. Emi had a big smile on his face on the plane.
Yeah.
And sometimes watching someone who loves putting on the Villa kit, watching someone who actually wants to be there, I'm a bit like, yeah, that's the type of player I want. But see what he does. It's a bit of an audition as well, in a way.
Absolutely. And look, you know, he's had an unlucky time with injury with Villa, and we all willed him to come back, you know, last season from that bad injury, because we remember what he was it a couple of years ago when he played so well in that pre-season? He looked like he was absolutely flying. So you kind of want that to come back, and yeah, it'd be great to see. It'd be great to see him have that determination and start the season hitting the ground running. He had a decent loan spell at Leverkusen. I think he scored a couple of goals.
Yeah.
So who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? You know, sometimes that sort of change of scenery get himself fit, come back after pre-season, a bit of a rest. I'm actually excited to see quite a few of the players. And I know we've chatted and obviously done videos over the pre-season of like sometimes it can be good for the players just not to see each other for 4 or 5 weeks and just have a total break from each other. They've not had any international football really, so just have that rest away from each other, away from playing football, go on a break, have a holiday, and come back fresh. And then Emery's got a settled side this pre-season, what it looks like, to put his ideas across. And sometimes that can be as good as signing 4 or 5 new players. Sometimes just having the players there and just all understanding each other and knowing what to do can really be good. So we'll see.
Yeah, I agree. Now, just want to run it the chat and you, Rich. Villa TV, are we behind? As people having a problem with Villa TV, I've got the flags on. I can see it's at midnight. They usually are behind. The Americans are never on time. I'm correct in that. My Villa TV is cutting. It's not the most fluid. How is everyone else's Villa TV looking in the chat right now? What's yours like, Rich, at the moment? Your Villa TV?
It seems pretty smooth. Touch wood. I've just got a crowd now. Some Villa fans just singing to the camera.
Someone said it's national anthems time. I haven't got anywhere near that. So what I might have to do in a second
Mine's
is
just
got
my TV. Meet Eintracht Frankfurt. It's got some information about them. That's where I'm up to.
Yeah, I'm on that as well. Okay. Meet Eintracht, founded 1899, located. Yeah, it's crap. Why do Americans never run on time? Like that. This is no offense to Americans, but I swear we've had these problems when we've gone on tour all the time. They say kickoff at midnight. It's going to be kickoff at 1:15 at this rate. They're absolutely nuts, these boys. But yeah, I'm just going to do a bit of in-house keeping, as always. First of all, smash the like button. Let's run it up on those likes. Rich's name, the Villa Park podcast. He's kindly come on tonight. Cactus Company. I love it. First time really I've done a sort of a dual watch along like this, so this will be fun. A new experience for everyone. Really easy. It takes 30 seconds. If that, click on his name in the title. Bosh, subscribe. Bosh, happy days. And there we go. And we always redirect to Rich when he's live on our 8:30s as well. So he's usually on 9:30. Let's see who else is in the chat. Lots of familiar names. Ryan Mellier's joined us evening. Duncan evening as well. Another thing for me, Ari Buendit, is he's never been strong enough. Love the guy's personality though. I was thinking Unai Emery's that pre-season where he got injured. He actually went on a bit of a bulking spree. He literally did fill out, but I think he's lost that again. But his attitude to me is spot on. JZ says up the Villa, my Villa TV is all good. I'm on Ollie Watkins at the moment. I feel like I'm nowhere near a kickoff. This feels like I'm gone backwards in time. What about you? Have you got Ollie Watkins on your screen?
I've got 2 ex-players, it looks like. Emi Martinez is now on screen. Yeah, they're coming up next. Eintracht Frankfurt, Aston Villa.
Yeah, ex-players. Yeah, you might be slightly ahead of me. Slightly, but yeah, there's Emmy as well. It's like 5 seconds. This is nuts. This is what we look like. We're nowhere near ready for kickoff, right? Big up to Stefan as well. Is Garcia injured? Listen, there's Ross Barkley. I know is injured. Garcia, I don't know any news on Rich. Any news on Garcia?
No. I was going to mention to you. It said I looked at John Townley's tweet and he said, no Ross Barkley, Andres Garcia, Alex Moreno, Zeppi Redmond, Leander Dendoncker, or Lewis Dobbin for Aston Villa tonight in Louisville. So
what are we going to do about Lewis Dobbin, man? What are we going to do about Lewis Dobbin?
Idea.
Like, he carries the Villa shirt. Like, what are we doing without Lewis Dobbin? What are we doing out here? But here's the team lineups again for anyone who hasn't seen. We'll load that up. This delay is correct. Like, where's the boys? Get them on the pitch. It's meant to be midnight kickoff. All right, chat. Let's have a bit of entertainment. Right. Best joke about about being on time. Best pun, best joke about being on time. Because these Americans, like, they're hosting a World Cup next year, right? It's a pretty big event. They need to be pretty good at that. But Yeah, no Lewis Dobbins, an absolute heartbreak, and no Don Donker. But yeah, that's the bottom line. It's not great, to be honest. But yeah, we'll have to cope. We'll have to use players like Ollie Watkins and Morgan Rogers and stuff like that, which is a bit chalk and cheese.
We'll
But
just have to
I
cope.
think
Yeah,
I can see on the big screen on the pitch
yeah. The players
potentially
are
the
coming
players
out.
coming out.
Yeah.
Potentially the players coming out. So there you
Who
go.
have Frankfurt
Les
got
and
in their
Jamie.
team left?
So what did you say? Sorry, Rich.
Who have Frankfurt got left in their team who's any good?
Do you know what? No, no one that I recognise apart from Michi Batshuayi. So there we go. But Les and Jamie said Villa are playing St. Louis next Tuesday, 3 hours away. Just scored tickets. Yes, Les and Jamie, enjoy that. What is this Villa TV crap now? This cameraman's doing mad, and the teams are out on the pitch, but the cameras. This is actually crap. Like, suck the admin who's doing number order. Sat the admin. Sat me now. I can't even get my tech right. It's a very strong team. Suck everyone who behind some tech tonight. Barkley injured, the season starting. But yeah, we've got we're all locked in. We've got some. Everyone else, what have you got as your late night snacks or morning or whenever the time is? We've got some. Our youngest daughter has just made some flapjack. She's got her Ollie Watkins off on. She's just made some homemade flapjack. It's just come out of the oven. So we got some flapjack. We've got some juice. Yeah, what's everyone snacking on, drinking on to get through this tonight? Again, that Frankfurt team, without being disrespectful, Kevin Trapp is the only one I recognise, and then the rest are who?
Mings and Bogard at centre back. He's got.
Yeah, none of. Remember how right? This is very close. Remember how everyone was talking about this free at the back and how we're going to unlock it free at the back, and then literally the first game, Emery's not using it. It does make me laugh when it's like that. So there we go. But yeah, big up to everyone who's watching. Thank you for tuning in. I'm buoyant. I'm buoyant. Rich, are you hot or is this just me? I'm sat here going like I'm sweating. I might need a fan.
I'm
What about you,
all
Rich?
right. It's not too bad up here. Well, we're like two polar opposite ends of the country, to be fair. But, yeah,
cool.
I'm up in the northeast in Newcastle. Where are you, Devon?
Southwest, yeah, southwest. Yeah. So Bristol way, yeah. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So it might be
we might
about 4 or 5 degrees hotter where you are compared to up here.
I'm struggling. But the new kit's on. It's not the black one, which we yet to secure a W in. So I'm happy of that. Rich, you like the new kit? Are you a fan of it?
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, I like it. I like the away one. I like the home one. Looks nice. I mean, there's not a lot you can do, is there, really, with the home kit? But yeah, it's nice. I tell you what, I'm not happy with. I had a bit of a rant on the channel the other night. The 85 quid for the shirt that is now totally different or indifferent in 4 or 5 different ways to the match shirt, which is now £120. That's shocking. Absolutely shocking.
Wow. That's a big gulf in difference. Right. I'm nearly gonna kick off here. I'm gonna get the timer ready on my screen just so people can have a little bit of time of where I'm at in the game. And then there might be a little delay between Rich and I, but that's all good. We can live with that. But yeah, I'm underway now. I've just kicked off. What about you, Rich? Where are you at? Are you a little bit ahead?
20 seconds.
You're 20 seconds. So Rich about 10 seconds. So that's fine. We can live with that. But yeah, my timer is on the screen, so people can see that. But we are underway. We kicked off a very empty stadium. Very empty stadium, actually. To say. A little bit disappointing, isn't it? A little bit disappointing to see that, but there we go. But yeah, if you haven't put your score prediction, I'll get my score prediction. I get Rich. Actually, no, let's get Rich your score prediction first, and then I'll give you mine.
Just a solid 2-0 win, I would say.
We need a win. We need a win. We've taken 2 L's. Not gonna lie, we do need a win. I would probably. I'm going to say this first half team is going to. I reckon they're going to go 1-0 at the break. 1-0 at the break. And Ollie Watkins goal. As I said, what I would love is for a little shush, for a little sort of thing like that, to almost to almost someone said, "What's up? What's up?" I can see the TV. Huh? Yeah, all good. German keeper called Trapp needs to catch him out early. Yeah, Kevin Trapp. Kevin Trapp. It's about the only recognised name, I'll be honest. And then, as I said, Michi Batshuayi is the other one. But interested to see how Bogard gets on. Mr. Versatile, should I say. Whether he gets anywhere near this first team is beyond me, really. What about you, Rich? How do you see Bogard's sort of venture this season?
Yeah, he just got caught out a little bit then with the defense, with the attacker running through. But yeah, it's interesting because he's played quite a lot of this last. These obviously the last 2 games were quite a few young players, but interested that he's started this game with Mings at the back. So maybe he's going to be used a little bit more this season. I'm not quite sure with him. I think he's more comfortable in that sort of defensive midfield position or further forward than centre back. I'd be interested to see if he's improved physically over the summer because he's always seemed a little bit weak for me. But yeah. I don't know. It's interesting. He's obviously got ability. He's obviously rated. Here we go.
Yeah, he's going to be asked to play a lot more, I think, than we could expect. You know, we keep talking about in this hunt for a centre back. We might have one already. Do you think Emmy is staying at Villa? If Man United pay 40 million, then I think he goes. That's how I see it. That's literally how I see the situation with Emmy Martinez. If Man United pay 40 million, he goes. If they don't, and no one else does, he stays. But yeah, let me know in the chat. Again, questions about Emmy always going to come up. Duncan's having problems with Villa TV. I've had to give it a few refreshes, Duncan. Hopefully it works for you. The picture quality is poo, says Comrade John. It's really inconsistent. Mine was being rubbish, and then touch wood, it's got a little bit better. But I said these cameramen are a bit shoddy at the front. But it's Villa. The tap never always works. Is yours all right, Rich? Is yours going all right?
Yeah. Spot on.
That's all right.
Well, I mean, the thing is with the sales, I still maintain that any player is for sale if the price is right. You know, I know that they said this Ollie Watkins isn't for sale, but every player's for sale if the price is right. If Chelsea offer 130 million for Morgan Rogers is gone. I don't care what anyone says. You know, so any players for sale, but the longer the days tick by, the less likely it is to happen because then Villa can't get a replacement in. So
yeah,
just made a mistake.
I must say Villa have started a good tempo here. I love the way we're knocking the ball around. That's sloppy from Mings though, so I just think that Mings mistake there. That's the one criticism people always say about Mingsy.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He can lapse in concentration.
Duncan, still no video. Definitely got the Eintracht one. I nearly made the mistake of trying to play Louisville. Louisville or whatever, and nearly clicked on the wrong one. Yeah, nearly clicked on the wrong one. But it is Eintracht Frankfurt. And little things like that, Rich, I don't know. I paid 15 Villa TV and it's not watching. Villa TV are scamming people by sounds of it. Not good. But yeah, I must say, Villa in possession there, Mings, you know, that's where he's going to get scrutinised. Compared to Pau Torres, the playing out from the back part, we know Mings can defend, but it's that ball playing ability. But yeah, anyone who's watching the US, please let people know where you can watch the game. I know people in the US said ESPN Plus, and someone said another one. Obviously, UK-wise got the Villa TV. But yeah, any links as well that I'll find, I will try and give to you guys. I am looking as best I can for everyone. So there we go.
Tell you what,
yeah, Rich, early thoughts on this?
The pitch doesn't look the best. There's some real bad patches in the pitch, but yeah, it looks a decent game so far. lot
What
more
do you say
pace.
about the pitch, mate? I thought that in the Club World Cup, and I'll reiterate the point. This country are holding a massive World Cup next year. The pitches, they're just made for American football. I feel completely, and a lot of them are. I think I'm right in saying a lot of these pictures. Correct me if I'm wrong. Anyone from the States, and Rich, if you know better, I'm sure a lot of these pictures are 3G or AstroTurf, and they put grass over the top of them sometimes. I don't know if that's true or how true that is, but yeah, I don't know if anyone can correct me on that. What's your knowledge of that, Rich? Because I know the pictures are crap out there.
I'm not 100%. I wouldn't be surprised though. I mean, they've built the football stadiums or soccer on baseball pitches and stuff, haven't they? So like, yeah, they try and have these multi-use stadiums and stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, this pitch doesn't look great. It looks like the crowd's filled up a little bit more. Maybe the Americans are a bit more relaxed about getting into the ground on time, but it looks like the stadium's filled up a little bit. But yeah, Eintracht look like they've come to play as well. They're putting the tackles in, definitely. What do you reckon at the start for Villa at the start? Looks definitely more competitive than that Rostock game. That was a bit of an embarrassment, to be honest. Oh, have we lost Josh?
Sorry, guys. My internet had a funny second. The internet's going to die out. But yeah, who knows?
You're back now. You're back now, mate. You're back now.
I'm back. Yeah, we're really sorry, guys. We're having a bit of internet, but yeah. Rich held the fort. We got Rich in.
I was just waffling on, mate. Don't worry about that.
No, that's all right, mate. You got that on lock. What I am going to do is I'm going to shut this one down.
Marlon should have scored there.
Who, Daniel Marlon?
Yeah, should have scored. Good move down the left-hand side. Then I'm pretty sure Dina just crossed it. And it was almost on a plate for him. I don't know how he missed it.
Yeah, sorry guys. I've got to try and sort my I'm just trying to sort the internet out because it's there. Because I got to refresh. Well, I can't then from Marlon. Oh, Daniel Marlon. Yeah, literally, as you just said that. Wow. Wow. Okay. That's not good, is it? I mean, if that was Ollie Watkins, he would get chastised for that. I know it's pre-season, but yeah, Marlon really has missed a sitter there, hasn't he?
I want to see a replay of it, but they've not shown anything yet.
That's crazy, isn't it? I'm gonna try and catch up my stream so I'm gonna refresh it, but yeah, hopefully we get a Are they doing replays on Villa TV?
I would hope so, unless they're using the American broadcasters. I would have thought there'd be some sort of replay.
Crazy. I'm drinking a cherry Pepsi Max to this match as my fuel. Love that. Love that.
There we go.
So's Rich. There we go. Right, I'm gonna just refresh mine to speed it up because where the internet lagged out, it pushed me back a teeny bit. I'm definitely biased, but I believe that the Linfam Stadium is the best football stadium in the USA. Why would you be biased, Pope? Is that because you're from the state? Personally, the pitch is crap. Get your groundsman on it.
Who plays there? What team plays there?
Yeah, that's a good point. What team plays there? But yeah, big up Adam as well. Big up. I'm really sorry that my internet cut out. That's why I got Rich on tonight. Do you know what I mean? To hold the fort like that. Doing his thing. Someone said they found a website to watch Villa now for free. Again, if you want to help people out with that, then obviously feel
nice.
Feel free to. But yeah, this is
offside.
This is what we've come for pre-season. We've come to see the big guns. I'm loving the
Daniel
Marlon's
hung. Oh, Ali, get in.
Go on, Daniel Marlon. Here he comes.
Into Watkins.
Yeah, Rich is right. 1-0 Ollie Watkins. 1-0 Ollie Watkins. And I tell you what, I told you he'd score the first goal tonight, chat. I did say Ollie Watkins to score first. Donyell Marlon cooking. It did look offside. I'm not going to lie.
I
It did
thought
look
it was a
offside.
miles offside.
I thought he was massively offside there. But let's see if we get a replay. I mean, that camera angle's not going to help. All the Frankfurt line put their hands up for a potential offside.
Nice finish. Lovely finish.
Yeah. It's a great finish. It's a deft touch. So it's a deft touch. It's a deft touch. It's a deft touch from Ollie. I said he'd score first. I wanted the little shush. I wanted him to smack the badge and say, I'm not leaving. And all that jazz. But there we go. Maybe next time, Ollie. Maybe next time.
The Wolf of Wall Street, Ollie Watkins.
It's I think, again, replay didn't suggest too much to me because, again, couldn't see. But yeah, did you? I thought it well off. I like well off as well. Not a little bit like VAR. It was well off. But
one of my mates in the WhatsApp group said he was miles onside. So
miles on.
Onside, yeah, miles on. So he, I don't think he lives over in the States. I don't think he's at the match. But yeah, he said it's miles on. So maybe he's got a different angle.
I'm concerned, still no video. That's terrible. You should definitely complain if you've paid for it and you cannot get a subscription. Make sure you get screenshots. Make sure you show it as evidence. Who's just launched that throwing? No problem. But yeah, everyone's happy. Ollie first goal. 11 minutes in. Donyell Marlon with the assist. Is he going to lock down that right-hand side then? Is that what we're seeing? It's going to be the Donyell Ollie show this season. I know there's a lot of people who want to silence me about Donyell Marlon. I've been a little bit overly critical, but I've been critical in the sense of I can't judge a player who I haven't seen. Like, as harsh as it is, I'm not going to hype up Donyell Marlon in a Villa shirt because I simply haven't seen the bloke do more than 10 minutes.
I agree.
But he starts like this.
Yeah, it's one of them. It's one of them where, as we always do this as Villa supporters, is a player becomes brilliant when they're not playing. A player becomes vital for the team or should be playing when they're not playing. And like you said, we haven't really seen enough of him to suggest how good he can be or how good he is. I feel like because of the situation with the Champions League squad, there's a little bit of injustice there for him, and we want him to do so well. And that's the reason why. Oh, someone just got caught on the ball there.
Exactly. And I think, look, opposite here now. I'd love Malin to prove me wrong. I'd love Malin to go, do you know what? I should have been playing last season. I am a goal scorer and I am a threat. And I'll sit back and go, oh, love that. Love that. Love it when a Villa player proves us wrong.
Oh, absolutely.
That's what we want.
And I wouldn't even say it's proving anyone wrong. It's just showing what a good player you are. It's like, but at the moment, yeah, you've got to. He's done well when he's come in. He's scored some goals, but we haven't seen enough of him to suggest that he's going to be a world-class player or anything like that. We've got to wait and see. But I do hope that he does. Obviously, I'm sure he will get more of a regular game. But there's more to come from him, I'm sure.
Big up to you, Rob, as well in the chat. Big up to everyone. I'm sorry to anyone who has paid for Villa TV and it's not working. Someone suggested that if you pay for it, you have to wait 15 minutes on the day. Don't know how true that is. Again, if that's true, that's a really terrible service. So, yeah, really sorry. But look, Villa are 1-0 up. Ollie Watkins, basically, what feels like his first touch to put it in the back of the net. Hardly been involved. Definitely finished. Donyell Marlon assist. Happy days. Big up to Wolfie from Forest Fan TV. How did Forest get on? Who did you play? Fulham. I didn't even check the scoreline, but big up to Wolfie.
I got beat 3-1. I got beat 3-1.
That's good, Wolf. Your season's not looking pretty, is it, at the moment? But here comes Villa.
Gibbs White's just signed an extended contract there.
Some silver lining. But yeah, big up to Wolfie. No, we're not showing the stream today. I'm in Villa's bad books, but that's another story. But we're making friends with we're making friends with them again.
He said they
Yeah.
drew 1-1 in the second half.
Small margins. Coincidence that Watkins scored 11th minute. Just give him a new contract just for that reason. Exactly that. But yeah, absolutely Brisbane needs to be proven on. But yeah, Forest. Who knows? I feel us, Newcastle and Forest, we're all watching each other out the corner of our eyes, going, "It could be worse. We could be you guys." And then it's like we feel like we're in the worst, and then all of a sudden Forest get a bit of life and think they're going to be in the Europa League, and then all this, and then gives away, and then all of a sudden the Alexander Isak stinker gets dropped out of nowhere, ruins their tour, and it's like could be worse. We could be Newcastle United. I must say, Rich, we still look so vulnerable defensively, don't we?
Yeah.
Like, there's just always this shakiness about. I don't care who plays. There's always this fragility.
Watkins is in. Watkins is in. Go
He
on.
is in.
Oh, he's missed.
Oh my god! Yeah, Ollie Watkins has just done. If you're not able to watch the game, I love this from Marco Bizot, not the Unai Emery way. Marco Bizot gets the ball, smashes it up the pitch. Great distribution, by the way. Keeper comes and claims it, smashes it up the pitch. Ollie Watkins is then one-on-one versus the defender who misses the header. I think he does it well. I think he does this part well. Choosing to go around the keeper, keeping his balance. And it's just the quality of finish again.
Yeah.
Because for me, his balance is so good.
I mean, the keeper did quite well to make him go further and further wide. But yeah, he should have scored. But he did everything right up until that point. Great play by Bizot, though.
Yeah. And Villa's number one. I mean, number two.
Sharp, man. No, this is Ramsey. This is Ramsey.
And Villa are flying. Mallon wants it always, and we're not.
Both teams looking shaky at the back, though, aren't they?
Oh, it's yeah.
Like a basketball match.
For me, that's a Jacob Ramsey downfall there. He's got to release that. Got to release that to Donyell Marlon or find a more clinical pass, should I say, because that for me is where he lets himself down. Get your head up, get the ball into him, and play there. But yeah, shame. Big up to Lee Collison, who's been a member for 21 months. Big up to Lee Collison. I was in your we were on your patch today, Lee. We went to the seaside. Enjoyed the British seaside today, down in Weston. So yeah, big up to Weston. But yeah, I'm really disappointed that Villa TV is not working for some people who paid the money. That's shocking. That is really shocking.
And you've definitely logged in, whoever's, because I had to re-log in.
Yeah, maybe log in, log out. I know it's really easy tech stuff, Duncan, but yeah, just simple things like that. Damien said, did everything good until the finish, Ollie? I agree on that one. And we are looking good on the counter. Ash is helping the people out.
Goal. Poor playing out.
What is that from Mingsy? That's terrible. That's Tyrone Mings, unfortunately. That's two he's given away. Watch the way Mingsy plays out from the back here.
Yeah, they're putting him under.
It is 1-1.
Just play the percentages and put it in the channels.
I've got to look at Mings here.
Who's he trying to pass to there?
I don't know. Trying to hit Ramsey? It's a terrible piece of ball playing from Tyrone Mings. Which again, when the scope is on him, that's where he's going to come under scrutiny. Terrible from Tyrone Mings there. Terrible. Like, really terrible. And yeah, on the 20-minute mark, they've scored. But yeah, Ash is helping people out. It's on the Fire Stick, US ESPN Soccer 24. If anyone's got one of those godly Fire Sticks. Spurs had 2 games in one day today, did they?
Had Wickham, didn't they?
Drinks break. Yeah, cameras on Mings with the armband. What are you going to say? Unai's got his hands in it. Well, I want to know who he was looking to play into there. Really do.
Is that a new sponsor on the back of Villa's shirt?
What, the bank one there?
Yeah.
It looked it. It did look it. I like this. The back line in mid-season form already. I'll be honest. It's always worried me how frail we've always looked defensively. It's just one of them where we look like we want to play in reverse, as in we're happy to back off and back off and back off. And you got to remember, this is the thing that baffles me, Rich, is when Unai Emery first came in, we played Highline FC. We loved the high line. We're really aggressive. Everything was about being on the front foot. We've sort of abandoned that principle a little bit. I don't know what you guys think in the chat as well, but I feel like we've abandoned that principle of trying to play that high line. And I don't know this because it was Pau Torres, and I don't like to throw it on one player. Because of Pau's lack of pace and getting caught out there, I don't know if we felt we had to play deeper. And ever since we played deeper, I felt like we've looked more frail defensively. But yeah, I don't know your thoughts, Rich. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I can't disagree with you. It's probably not just the centre backs. It's probably as well the midfield in terms of what they're asked to do and the cover that they provide. But what's surprising for me is that when we had our successful period when Emery first came in, it was kind of very simple style of football, and we'd try and get out the traps quick, particularly at home, and then contain and play on the break. And away from home, we'd just be really, really, really solid, get our goal, and then almost go 6 at the back. But we seem to just abandon that last season away from home, and to go to like trying to control possession and control the ball. But you see in yourself how many mistakes we make in possession. It just doesn't seem to work consistently for us. So it's a strange one.
It really doesn't. I think that's a great point. I just think that I want to see something a little bit more stable. I think to be in games this season, we've got to be able to look at our back line and know that we've got a solid base to always go into a game and know that they're going to do the job. And I think that's where Man City lost their prowess for me last season. A team who's been running the league for 3 seasons, all of a sudden, the Man City defence started looking shaky. And then people started thinking we can get at this defence. And then you've got centre mids playing at fullback like Nunez, and all of a sudden you defend. And I think the defence is your foundation and your pillar. And it didn't help with Villa that we changed our back line all the time. We had Konsa playing right back, centre back, right back, centre back. Is it Dean? Is it Matson? Is it Dean? Is it Matson? And that for me is where this season, give me that stability, give me that back line. But yeah.
It's one of them as well where he does play we do try and play those risky passes because he likes to try and wait until the gap opens up through the middle. That can sometimes lead to the pass getting blocked or the player jumping in ahead, and then the other teams are on the attack straight away. So I do understand there is a risk to it, but yeah, I agree. We need to be more consistent. We need to be more solid. And you know what? Towards the back end of the season, Onana was like that physical presence that we've needed in midfield for so long. Apart from against Manchester United, where I don't know what happened with all the players, but I kind of want Onana to be that again. He needs to be, because he could be that dominant figure in midfield for us. Like the game against Bournemouth, he absolutely terrorized them, and that's what I want every game.
100%. 100%. Conrad says, Powell gives us 2 nice passes per game, so you have to excuse that he's a turnstile in defence. At least that's what I'm told. He's Unai Emery's love child, as I say. This man can do no wrong. But it does not help when Mings does mistakes like that. It gets magnified more so than a Pau Torres not being able to run backwards towards his own goal. People will focus more on Mings giving the ball away, playing out, than Pau Torres getting burnt in a one-on-one situation, I feel like. And I agree on this. Agree. High pressing teams make viewing the game of anxiety-ridden experience when you come up against them. Agree on that one. Remember when Dean played centre-back? Yeah, we've even had Kamara last season. Like, we've had a lot of centre-back combinations last year.
The ref got in the way.
Yeah.
He was just
Josh
about
Wood,
to be in.
yeah, and that's a really crazy rule as well, that he's got to drop the ball and let him play on as well there. But Richard, Disciple said, would you take a Dumfries or Bissett over Matty Cash? I think that's a no-brainer, isn't it?
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%. I mean, look, right, Cash gets quite a bit of stick, and for what I've always said about Matty Cash is if you give him one specific job to do, he's really good. So if you tell him, you know, that this particular attacking winger is brilliant, so I want you to just stop him from playing, he will do that. He'll do that really well. He's done it to multiple attacking left wingers. But if you ask him to do like multiple things, like, you know, I want you to stop this winger, I want you to get forward, I want you to try and create, I want you to do this, I want you to do that, that's when he gets confused, and that's where he can't do multiple things at the same time. So yeah, I'd definitely take an upgrade in that right back position, but I don't know. It doesn't look like we're going to do it. And the jury's still out for me on Andres Garcia. I mean, yeah, for $6 million, he's a bargain, but is he going to be a world beater? I don't know. I've not yet to see enough.
I've heard from a few people that Unai Emery is happy with the right backs he's got, and that we won't be signing that position. So take that as you may, whether it happens or not. But yeah, I did a sort of a chat on that the other night, that we're going with the right backs that we've got. So yeah, I mean, Emmy's playing CB, and I think Richmond is right. Fuck, he's come from Kamara at CB. That's always worrying. That is always worrying. But yeah, big up to everyone. Make sure you have hit the like button. I think we're over 100 likes, which is quality. If you haven't subscribed to Rich yet, it's Villa Park Podcast. Just go on my title. It's the thing in the @ sign. Click it, subscribe, and you've done a good job there. I know lots of you already subscribed to Rich, but make sure you are, please, people. And yeah, we are 28 minutes into the proper pre-season. I'm going to say that lightly.
I saw your video about that. That made me laugh.
I'm not having it, Rich. I'm not having it. There's no such thing as a fake preseason and a proper preseason. Preseason started, and that's it for me. Otherwise, what was the point? We should have just started preseason like when literally a couple of days ago, flying on the plane. So yeah, sometimes, because the justification is when you wear Aston Villa and you've got the badge on, you're representing the club. So it doesn't matter if it's the A team, the C team, the under-16s, whoever it was, you're playing for Villa, you're representing the club, and that performance matters. Result, no, but performance, yes. That's how I saw it. So
I agree, mate. I agree. It's one of them where, you know, if Villa had have won 3-0 against Walsall and 4-0 against Hansa Rostock, everyone had been saying, "Oh, what a brilliant start to pre-season! All these young players, Unai needs to get them in now. You know, Hemmings is ready, and Jimo Aloba's ready, Burrows is ready. Get them in." But because they didn't win and they were quite poor, to be honest with them, not their fault. They're young players, but they were poor. It's like, that didn't really matter. You know, it was just all the young players. So again, it's copium, isn't it? It's kind of justifying the reason. But yeah, we know fine well what would have happened if we'd have won each of the games 4-0. So you've got to be consistent with it.
Yeah, exactly that.
But Unai would have probably learned quite a lot from those games. It's not saying you don't learn from the defeats, but
100%.
Yeah,
100%, mate. But Donkey signs a season-long extension, plays CB. We don't even need this extension. We still with us till next year. We can't get rid of the bugger. But yeah, crisis at centre back. The Donkey comes in, saves the season. Imagine that. But yeah, big up to Fraser, who subbed to Rich on 2 accounts.
He's in. Oh, he should have scored there.
The Bogard, yeah, he's got to score there. The Bogard Mings combo is not working well, guys. That should be 2-1 Frankfurt.
Absolutely isn't. They've gone really scrappy since this drinks break. I don't know what's gone on. They've lost all shape.
It's terrible. I don't know where Bogard is and why Bogard's there. Like, he stepped into the midfield there, left a massive gap. And interestingly, again, we're talking about character. We're talking about mentality of this team. Okay, we've gone a goal. We went a goal at, conceded, pre-season or not. Everything that we've talked about in this Villa side is about mentality. That's like we're folding like a pack of cards here.
Have you seen much of Buendia?
No, he's gone missing after the first 5 minutes. Yuri is trying to get on the ball. Yeah, like even there, Buendia is just getting boshed off there. But for me, there's experience in them. Kamara and Tillemans, Mings at the back, Cash, Dean. Let's get a bit of a grip again. And find some rhythm, find some domination. Because that's what I want to see. I thought, this Villa team with Emery, we want to be having a lot more ball and possession.
Bad tackle.
But yeah, Frankfurt have been quite cynical as well. Actually, they're not afraid to put a foot in, are they?
No.
I'm not worried about mistakes. They're all of part of Unai's 8-hour video on Sunday. I think mistakes is part of it, but I'm all about sort of taking patterns of what we saw last season and has anything changed. And I'm all about mentality stuff. I'm all about, the biggest qualm I have with this Villa side is, are we mentally ready to go and win that Europa League? Ollie, man.
I thought that was a foul.
Yeah, it did look a foul, to be fair. I do not like this Mings and Bogard setup at all. I'm watching those two like a hawk. They're uncomfortable around each other, to say the least.
Well, let's look at it, right? So second half, is Konsa on the bench, yeah?
Yeah.
It'll be Konsa and Torres second half.
Quickly. I can't zoom in because it's the bloody stupid link. Got Martinez, Konsa, McGinn, Torres, Ilin Jr., Matson, Onana, Rogers, Bailey, and then a few youngsters. So it's going to be Konsa and Powell, isn't it? Centre halves.
Konsa, Powell, centre half. Garcia right back. Matson left back probably, and then you'll have Bailey, McGinn, Onana, Rogers. Who's going to go up front though? Do you think you play Illing Jr. up front or something?
Something crazy like that. Interested to see what he does in that second half team, but yeah, we'll get to see that one coming out. But yeah, I really want to see this last 10 minutes now. Can we get a bit of that? I am absolutely looking forward to seeing some Argentinians there. I'm absolutely looking forward to seeing Morgan Rogers on the pitch.
Well, the first 20 minutes have some really nice passing, some really nice moves, and it was quite end to end. But we were looking. I mean, like I said the other day, I was really disappointed that we didn't have many one-on-ones. We didn't get behind the defense of Walsall or Rostock. But today we've got in behind quite a few times, certainly that first 20 minutes. But this last 15 since that break has been really scrappy. So just want to see us get hold of the ball again.
10 minutes of rhythm. 10 minutes of rhythm.
Yeah, just get on the ball again. And
Frankfurt are dirty little side.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
They're absolutely stopping our rhythm a little bit. I don't mind it though. It gears you up for a proper season. It gears you up for a proper, what you would expect to see. But he sits within the eye. He's there. He's everywhere. Tyrone Mings is Villa's centre half. Still remember this chant. Listen. If we play back three, he's a guaranteed starter. But if it's two at the back, it's Mings versus Powell. It's a straight shootout. Konsa fills me with confidence when he's out of defence. I feel we'll concede. I get that. Conrad said, I know it's pre-season, but we have to be the most boring team to watch play. Everything's so slow. I think there's worse teams in the Premier League to watch right now, but it's the rhythm. We've lost rhythm. We started off really electric, and even that free kick there probably sums it up for me, that we've just lost a piece of rhythm that we have to find again. People are still struggling with Villa. I'm struggling with Villa TV still don't having to make it. How are people like that's shocking from Villa? If people have paid the money and Villa TV is not working, please make sure you complain. People in the crowd wearing Manure and Munich shirts, but I'm like, are they actually? Is there a game on after this? Or did Man U play West Ham at this stadium?
No, they're playing at the same time. Man U, West Ham is at.
No, are they? I was just wondering why there's Man U fans then in the crowd. Someone's just spotted a Man U shirt. There we go. Because these I don't read too much into it. It's pretty to see the second gear football.
Man U are winning 1-0.
Yeah.
Bruno Fernandes penalty.
Of course. But yeah, I think
we could be in.
People always look at.
What are you doing?
That was good for Mings there. That's what I love about Mings when he's aggressive like that. Like Mings has stepped out of defence there and come on a big attack. He's hurt himself as well now, Mings. But look at Bogard there. Come on, boy.
Yeah. He did all right in the end to hold him up.
He did slow him down enough, didn't he? He did slow him down enough. But Mings is interesting. Mings is definitely interesting for me because I feel there's also a player there who felt like he missed a lot of football last season. And he's going to be chomping to do anything and everything to get back in that lineup. And sometimes you can overdo it by trying too hard.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? I think there's sometimes a place of trying too hard.
They're trying to get him to play it from the back here, aren't they?
They didn't want to do it. Like, she had to pull. I don't know if that's because Mings came back from his injury and he had to come in and do it. But
that's nice.
It's good, you know. Bits of what I've seen from Marco, he actually looks really solid and comfortable and doesn't look out of place at all, does he? In that Villa shirt.
No, he's stepped in well. Looks like he's been there for a while. He's just they look like they're creating some. Once they get out the press, they look like they can get behind them. I don't think the pitch is helping at all.
It's awful. Villa TV don't work. Complain like crazy because that's all I can say. Make sure you let them know. Where do you think we'll finish? I know it's a new season at the Villa. I wait till the transfer window closes. I'm staying very reserved. I think the transfer window, it's who stays, who goes, compared to what other clubs do as well, and see what Newcastle do with the Isak and how they may or may not replace. You know, massive time for Newcastle United. You think Villa's frustrating? If I was a Newcastle fan, I'd be on the ceiling right now. You just won a trophy, just got Champions League football, your club's on the up, and then all of a sudden your main man wants to leave. Crazy situation to be in. But yeah, are you one of them, Rich? Sort of wait till everything's settled, wait till the dust settles on the window, then have a look at it.
Yeah, definitely, and also a couple of things. I think one is on this game is we don't know whether the players have been doing like double sessions and stuff. Like, you know what Unai's like, he likes to test out different scenarios and be like, right, we'll give them like intense training sessions and then make them play a match and to build their fitness up. So there could be an element of that in there as well. And then with regards to the start of the season, where we finish, it's always better to wait. And you can get carried away with teams making all these signings and stuff. Like sometimes they don't gel. Sometimes someone can get injured. You know, there's all sorts of things that can happen. So yeah, let's reserve judgment.
Absolutely.
I think last season, if I remember rightly, everyone said that West Ham had won the transfer window. I'm pretty sure that this time last season, everyone was waxing over West Ham, and look what happened to them.
Oh yeah, with like Folk Rug or whatever his name is, Wan-Bissaka,
Somerville, Wan-Bissaka,
yeah,
all these this Mexican international got on a free or something. Everyone was.
But yeah, there's a lot of people positive saying sneaking top 6, happy 7th finish. I know what my expectations are of the Villa side, and I'm not dropping them, which is to qualify for the Champions League and win a trophy. Don't care how you do it. Don't care if it's win the Europa League and do that. That's the expectations. And the reason why is because Unai Emery's been quoting that lyrical, or as close to for a while now. So I'm going to hold the same regard. I don't care how they do it. Just do it.
My only thing is if I don't think I could cope if we had a season like Tottenham And also Man United did. Obviously, they put everything in the Europa League basket. Only one team came out on top. But you can't go through the season losing that many Premier League games. It was embarrassing.
Tottenham became very apathetic, their fans, towards Premier League games. It was like turn up and it was a chore. You know, they really, and we don't want to get in that, like, all eggs in one basket with the Europa League do it, but there we go. Who scored for Villa is Ollie. So I'll put that, if you can see, I scored Watkins there. This stadium is rubbish. Stafford Rangers is better. The pitch is rubbish, and it's not. I don't think this will be holding a World Cup game from what I'm aware of. But Cheeky Burgers took £25 out of my account for Villa TV last week, even though I've been a member January to January for donkeys. Strongly worded email, and I'm happy to confirm I've been refunded. But what the hell? Villa TV.
Oh, go on.
I got a strongly worded email from Villa TV myself. But yeah, it's interesting.
What was that about? Did you get an email from them?
I did.
Oh, dear.
I experimented on YouTube, basically, showing the game, but I made sure that Villa TV was not shown, as in the logo or the badge, and showed the game on the scoreboard. Being a pre-season friendly, again, no one owns the rights to the competition, but Villa TV claim they owned the rights to it because they showed it through their platform. But obviously, I made sure not to show Villa TV as such, so I don't know how they know, and they were very assumption that. But yeah, I got a very strongly worded email from them. Fair enough, okay. A bit of a telling off. Don't do it again. I said no problem. But I think it was do you know? No, the reason why I done it as well is because that Walsall game was free for anyone who had an online account. You didn't have to pay for it. That was the only reason. Wouldn't show these games, so I know you got to purchase it. But yeah, I just thought it was interesting. But hey,
oh well.
At least Flange,
you got to
Flange
try
got
these
one
things,
back
Josh.
by the sounds of it.
Yeah,
Flange got one back at them sending a strongly worded email. So small wins. Conser is a no debate starter for us. He even scored a few goals for us. Conser's first name on the team sheet, in some regards. Everyone looks confident, shy, don't they? Even Daniel Marlin there just looked like he froze there. Josh, can we have a poll to see who thinks that Unai will either concentrate on the Premier, Europa, or just the Cups? We can try and do that. I think my gut feeling is he won't do a Spurs. I think he'll do everything. I think he'll want to try and do everything. But who knows what Villa squad's going to look like, guys? We could be on thin ice. We could have a really thin squad next season. And therefore, we may not be able to. So, there we go. But only $9.99 to watch Premier League and all UEFA FA Cup matches on our provider. That's done right, isn't it? That's done right.
Yeah. It's mad how any other country can watch every Premier League game, every 3:00 game for peanuts, and we have to pay like multiple subscriptions over £100 a month, and you still can't get the 3:00 game.
Yeah, I was explaining this to Heidi when it first happened. She couldn't understand it. Why it wasn't on like a Sky or TNT or whatever. It's like, yeah, we are paying all that money and still coming absolutely blank with it all. And I don't think any other country, pretty much sums up England at times when you say stuff like that.
It's just archaic rules. I can understand it when they brought it in, but now it's completely pointless.
That's crazy. Big up to Kim, member for 30 months. Appreciate that. That's a solid stint. And of course, Kim's a big Arsenal and Rangers fan. Rangers Champions League qualification 2-0 up against Panathinaikos.
Yeah.
Russell Martin, by the way, low-key could cook with Rangers because he's got a brand of football that's exciting and different, but it's also risk-taking. It will provide goals, but you also concede a load of goals. But yeah, we see the Garden up in Scotland changes. Dodgy Fire Sticks are class for a reason. Yeah, they try and scare people.
We don't endorse them, but you know.
No, endorse them. And the media try and scare everyone by telling you that they're going to come around check in. So you've got to listen to the media because they never lie. Remember, the British media never lie. So yeah, do listen to them. We don't endorse fire sticks on this channel. British Schmidt, he's not having the second half. Big up to you, British Schmidt. Yeah, I mean, it's nearly 1 a.m., isn't it? UK time.
Yeah,
it did die. I'm not gonna lie. This first half, the drinks break, Rich. It's been dead, hasn't it?
It's been really scrappy since then. I think both teams know that they're playing 45 minutes each. You know, there's going to be a total new 11 in the second half. I'd imagine for both teams, pretty much so. Yeah, it sort of dropped down. I'd imagine a similar story in the second half, to be honest. But you know,
I think we're going to come out cooking first 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I think we're going to come out cooking the first 10, 15 minutes, and then we'll see. That drinks break though. Are you a fan of these drinks breaks? Are they a must? Like, obviously, we don't know the humidity and heat, and as footballers, we probably never played in that sort of said conditions. But are these drink breaks a must? Like, how important are they?
I think it's a ruse to bring in commercial breaks midway through first halves.
It's not far off, probably. You're probably not far off there. I mean,
because it'll be normalized, and then it'll be let's put a 1 minute commercial break in there while the players have a drinks break.
Very easy to do. Very easy to do, actually. So, yeah, that's a little bit like, it is halftime, and as he said, 1-1 at halftime. I just think that's killed the rhythm. Something that we got to adjust to. Be honest as well, you don't see it in the Premier League. It won't happen. Touch wood at the moment, we don't have the climate to do that. So it's not really a reflection of our season, how it would look having these breaks as such. But they're showing that Malin Watkins goal, which has probably been the biggest highlight of the game. Combination of Donyell Marlin breaking a line and Ollie with a tidy finish. Apart from that, Rich, I'm struggling to take anything else. Any highlights or recaps from yourself in that?
They're just showing that Watkins chance. But I was sorry, I was going to ask you who impressed you in that first 45 minutes.
That's a good question. Probably say I like what I've seen of Marco again in goal. I think there's a presence there of a goalkeeper. He's certainly an upgrade on Robin Olsen. He certainly shows he's got a bit of distribution playing out from the back end, can go longer. So I'm happy to see that. I must say, I think Ollie taking that chance is great to see. And we've also saw the other side of Ollie, which is he's had a big chance to put it in the back of the net. But I still think Ollie always looks lively. And glimpse of Malin. I think Ramsey and Buendia can't even, Ramsey, typical Jacob Ramsey, he has one flash pan moment and you don't see him for the rest of, which is that one where he's dribbled, not made the right decision. Fullbacks didn't really see much of. Yeah, that's where I'm sat. What about you? Rich? What's your sort of answer to your question?
Yeah, I tend to agree. I thought first 20 minutes, I thought Watkins looked sharp, and it was nice to see him and Marlon linking up together. Buendia and Ramsey, didn't see a lot from them, to be fair. Buendia a couple of times got a couple of blocks or interceptions, but apart from that, didn't see him do anything that you would want from those two in that midfield position in terms of shooting or through balls. Kamara and Tielemans trying to get on the ball under pressure. I'd imagine that's what they've been told to do and try and see how they can hold off the press. So sometimes they lost the ball, sometimes they kept it. Like you said, Mings and Bogard didn't look comfortable together. So it's a good job it's a pre-season friendly. Fullbacks were standard, and then goalkeeper looks fairly comfortable. You can tell he's a higher standard, can't you? Or a higher standard than Olsen. So probably the keeper and the two attacking players, Marlon and Watkins, probably the three who've been pretty okay. The rest of them, yeah, like you said, there isn't too much to read into it. They'd have been like, get 45 minutes under your belt, see how you go, and then move on.
100%. This is quite an interesting point. Conrad John says, I live in Tennessee and we've been told to stay inside because of the heat. It's different here. It was 98 here today with 80% humidity. Drink breaks are necessary here, I promise. I mean, there we go from our source. And I think that I get that. I think it's one of those sports where people have said it, and if there was someone to get heat stroke or whatever, then I see the potential problems X, Y, and Z. I just hope we don't put them in, as Richard said, for the UK for the sake of advertisement or X, Y, or Z. We don't need them in the UK. We actually don't need them in the UK. So yeah, we'll see what happens there. But we'll put it right second. I hope Rodgers again. I think I'm looking forward to Morgan play. I think he's just the one. Get him back in that 10, get him smiling, get him cooking. That's the player I'm looking forward to seeing. But I think Rob makes a good point. He has same old concerns at the back. I think that was something I found last season is we had a tendency to, when we scored in some games, there was always that vulnerability of us conceding very close to or near or after the goal. And that's something that has to change for me. We can't be conceding within a 10-minute period or after scoring. I found that way too much last season. We score, 10 minutes later we concede. I think there's got to be a shift in that 100% in that sense. But hard, as Richard said, because it's Bogard and Mings, it's not your regular centre-back. But catching Luca Dean could be our first choice fullbacks going into next season. And that is something that, you know, before the window opened, going just after the Man U game, you asked many fans, where do we need to upgrade? Right back was always being talked about. And I still think Villa fans will stay that now. Even if we were told by Unai Emery, no, I'm going Cash and Garcia, Villa fans will still say fullback. Left back though, Rich, Luca Dean being offered what seems to be the rumours going around, potentially a new deal. What's your thoughts on the left back? Is it still a place where it could be chop in, chop out rotation? Or do you think one takes the spot over the other and really cements it? How do you see left back?
I think the right backs should be like the left back spot is, like, as in it depends on who the opposition is and what tactical plan Emery's got as to who can play at left back, because both of them can do as equally as good a job at what they do. Whereas I feel at right back, we've got reservations about either of those players. We know what the limitations of Matty Cash are, and with Garcia, he's totally unproven, and we've seen him. He can be a bit erratic in terms of what Unai Emery wants him to do. So it's like it's the same problem that we've got. I think we should be able to say, as this was the whole thing about the whole Ollie Watkins and Marcus Rashford thing. Aston Villa should be a big enough club to be like, it's not a surprise or a shock if Ollie Watkins is on the bench or if another striker is on the bench. We should be good enough to be able to rotate our squad, rotate our starting 11 to play whoever we deem good enough to play in that match, and it not be a shock of like, oh, this player should be playing and they should be leaving. That's a Tim Pot attitude. That's a Tim Pot club attitude. Yeah. We should have 22 players that you could rotate in and rotate out that would be as good as whoever's in the team. So I don't feel like we've got that at right back, but I feel like we've got that at left back, and that's So I'd be equally as comfortable to say Maatsen can play or Luca Dean can play, and it just depends on who the opposition is in that match.
Yeah, I hear you. For me, I think we need to see a transition this year depends on this Luca Dean situation, but for me, I can't look at having two left backs who are rotating around, both on 120k a week, essentially. We've got 2 really high earners and 1 sitting on the bench
Yeah,
on big wage.
That's true. That's true. We're not in a position like Arsenal or a Man City where you can just afford to pay those wages and a player just be on the bench.
Cutthroat. We have to be cutthroat. And basically, Ian Maatsen cost X amount, and he's on, let's say again, around 120k from what I believe. You can't have a player like that again next season being a bit part player.
No. But equally though, it's up to the player. It's not up to anyone else. It's up to you've got to be good enough to get into the team, and then whoever's spot it is that they're trying to take has to improve their performance to stop that player from taking a spot. It's a competitive business. It's not like, oh mate, go on, you take my spot. It's like, this is why it's so difficult for the youth players to get in, because who wants to give up their spot to some little spotty little teenager? Like, no one. They're not going to give their spot up to them. And that's how you want it. You don't want to just be like, oh yeah, they might say in the press, oh, it's great that these young players are coming in, but they won't be saying that if they take their place on a Saturday.
Yeah.
So like, you don't want that. You want. I loved it that Ollie Watkins was angry that he didn't play. I love it if Maatsen's pissed off that he's not playing. That's what you want. You don't want him to be happy. Like,
if I was Donyell Marlon, I think on my fist and shoe would have been through Unai Emery's door. I'm not having this. I'm not having this bullshit, right? Of, oh, when we signed him, he knew he wasn't going to be in the Champions League squad. Nah, people, come on now, right? You don't sign knowing you're not going to be playing Champions League football for your new respective club. You sign because you're part of the project. No way Jose was that thrown into his signing. And second of all, look at the date of when we signed him and look at the gap between when we signed Asensio and Rashford on loan. There's a big enough gap. Honestly, as a player, I bloody hope he was kicking, spewing, going nuts, because that, for me, as a professional, if you're okay to let that happen, you don't want it enough. You simply don't want it enough. And this is where maybe my criticism of Malin comes in, whether it's fair or not. It's just an interpretation of my opinion. He was getting defended too much by Unai Emery in interviews about lack of minutes. Oh, he's just adjusting to the system. Oh, he's just this. Or we're waiting to find this. We're waiting to find that. For me, it just, again, there was too much talk about a player who wasn't playing enough. So I really hope Malin's got this fire this season to go, do you know what? You should never have done that to me. You should never have left me out of a Champions League squad. I'm a new signing. And what probably hit me the most is when you saw someone like, I think it was either Van der Vaart or Wesley Sneijder, basically a massive Dutch legend, who basically came out and said, from a Dutch perspective, Ian Maatsen ain't playing enough and Donyell Marlon ain't playing enough. Why did they go to Villa? What's going on there? And then he talked about Malin being left out of that Champions League and said he should have been looking to force a move this summer. That's from 2 Dutch legends. Well, I can't remember. There's 2 players who talked about it. I'm sure it was one of them. I'm sure it was Van der Vaart, who basically, chest, said, what are you doing? Get out. So that's from a professional who's been there, done it, played at some top clubs. It's disrespectful. So this is a big... I'll say this now. If Leon Bailey plays more minutes, first of all, Bailey stays. If he plays more minutes than Donyell Marlon on this right wing, Malin is still a part player. We have to get rid in January. I'll put it out there now. Have to get rid. It's pointless. If you're not good enough to play in a position that's basically there for the taking, and Unai doesn't fancy you, then what are we doing wasting another player on the wage bill? Do you know how much is on a week, Rich? Rumoured, Malin?
No, but I imagine we'd have to pay him a fair whack because the value is in the lower transfer, wasn't it?
Mate, he's on 140k a week, same as Onana. And this is again where, some Villa fans are going, oh, yeah, bit negative. You can't have Onana and Malin on 140k a week sat on the bench this season. I'm looking at it because I'm being told focus on the SCR, focus on the wages. Okay, well, I see 2 massive wage problems there. 50 million transfer on Amadou Onana on 140k a week. Whatever we pay for Man on 140k a week can't be there to tie shoelaces, wear a jacket in the winter, and play 10 minutes. That can't happen. That can't happen. So
But
I think it's a bit.
it's on them though, Josh. It's not on
Yeah.
Unai Emery. It's on them. They have to. I mean,
Yeah.
you can only 11 players can play at one time. So
Yeah. I mean,
on
I'm
them.
going to ask you on the chat about Onana. Who's backing Amadou Onana to become a regular starter and force his way into this team that we all go Onana has to play? Like, someone try and tell me, and I'll give you a few seconds thinking this, Rich. Onana, is he going to start more games than we saw last season? Is he going to start more games and come off the bench? Chat, let me know. Rich, what's your take on Onana?
Well, I really like him, but he just doesn't. He hasn't played enough, and he hasn't. What's the word? I feel like he hasn't imposed himself enough on games on a consistent basis. So like the Newcastle game, he was brilliant. The home game, and like I say, Bournemouth away, he was brilliant. But then there's other games where you just don't see him enough, and he's passive, and you just think you've got all the attributes to be one of the best midfielders in the Premier League, but you're just not showing it. But in answer to your question, it is a really, really good question, because we've all been jumping up and down for joy that Boubacar Kamara signed a 5-year deal, and yeah, great. We should be. Yuri Tielemans is probably up there with the best centre midfielders in the Premier League. John McGinn, he keeps getting written off time and time and time again. Yet he is the heartbeat of the side. When he plays well, Villa play well. So Morgan Rogers is vital to what we want to do. So yeah, where does Amadou Onana come into that side on a regular basis? There's certain games where Onana plays, absolutely. If you're playing against a Crystal Palace or you're playing against a Newcastle or something like that, you need someone like Onana in that side, or West Ham or something. But in terms of week after week after week, you're taking Tielemans and Kamara and probably still John McGinn at the moment.
Put it this way. Onana can only play in one role, the double pivot. You can't crush it as a 10 or like a Rodgers. And that's where Yuri Tielemans helps. Yuri could play behind Ollie, close to Ollie, however you want to say it, which gives Amadou a role in that midfield. But ultimately, if Onana is still not getting in the side again, and we're not seeing the starting minutes, I'm going to start saying that, what are we doing here? You can't have a £50 million player and 140k a week not crashing into our lineup. Great for depth. But if we were not in a financial restriction, if we hadn't got shackles on us, it's fine. Onana's a quality player to have on the bench on that money, and who cares? But I'm constantly thinking now, as we've been trained to as Villa fans, finances, wages, profit.
And someone's put in the chat there, what does he say? We've written off Onana. I really like him. I think he's got so many great attributes, and he's scored some vital goals last season. He had some really good performances, but it's exactly like you said, Josh. If you had to say the three in midfield, as in the true midfielders, not say a Ramsey or a Rodgers, but the three true midfielders, is he getting in ahead of the captain, who's still the captain right now, John McGinn, for anyone who didn't know, Yuri Tielemans and Boubacar Kamara? Because we've just been raving about Boubacar. So the one player who he was coming in instead of was Kamara, wasn't it? Are you putting him in? Are the chat saying that Onana should be starting ahead of Kamara?
No one. I don't think anyone can tell me Onana starts ahead of Kamara Tielemans. That's where it's at. So unless someone wants to convince me otherwise, I would love to hear in the chat. And I used to make fun of this for every fist pump he did last season to the away fans a whole end, it was probably 2 mil per fist pump for his 50 mil outlay. But on the other hand, you need a character who's going to connect with the fans like that. X, Y, and Z. We saw the players apparently didn't do it at hands of Rostock, so there you go. But I'm waiting for Villa to update.
That being said, it's up to him. If he forces his way into the side, then brilliant. If he forces his way into the side in front of one of those three, then he would be up there with one of the best midfielders in the Premier League. So that will benefit Aston Villa. So it's on him. It's up to him.
100%. Right. The teams are about to get going. Again, it's very American at their own pace, slow, whatever. The subs have been done. Pau Torres, Konsa, and Onana have all come on. So both centre-half come off.
I think Rodgers is coming on as well.
Yeah, it's all weird. This is like slow, unorganised.
I think Matson might. No. Luca Dean's there.
I think we're underway anyway. We're underway. Let's see the mess.
Kamara just give the ball away straight away.
Yeah, that's terrible.
And I just put it wide.
Rodgers, 27, is playing in that role with Ramsey. Who's that wide right? Basically, Villa admin, get your finger out. All right, get the team lineups out. You're so putting the team sheet out.
Have they put it on the?
No, not yet. Of course they haven't. Yeah, they've been wise doing that.
They're definitely trying to play really deep from out the back. Because if you look where Onana is picking the ball up from. He's picking the ball in the penalty box.
Who's that wide right?
Bogart's gone to right back, I think.
Oh yeah. So Cash and Mings have gone off. And Bogart's gone right back. So Cash and Mings has gone off. And Buendia's gone off.
Yeah.
And Tillemans is off. So there we go. We've worked it out. We're better than the Villa admin. So the team is Marco in goal, Bogard right back, Konsa, Pau, Luca Dean, Onana, Kamara, Malum wide right, Ramsey wide left, Rodgers with Ollie.
Yeah.
Oh, look, chat. Once again, we're not playing free at the back. I knew that was an overhyped thing. I knew we jumped the gun early on that. I knew people jumped the gun. That I just know that it's not going to be a thing. I've got a feeling it's not going to be a thing unless we really don't back ourselves defensively. Then we'll go for it back. I've always said this.
What is he doing? Oh my man, Onana and
wow.
There.
Don't want to point blame, but that comes from Amadou Onana.
Yeah, well, Konsa should not be getting it stuck under his feet there. But no. Too casual from Onana, way too casual.
Michy Batshuayi, Batman, who Villa once wanted to sign, has missed a sitter. Frankfurt have had 2 sitters now. They could be 3-1 up. No joke, they could be 3-1 up if you look at 2 of their sitters. But it starts with Amadou Onana taking 100 touches on the ball, looking to play forward, and then decides, no, I'm going to go backwards. And then Konsa's playing stuck in the mud. Can't believe he's got Amadou Onana doing that. Misses the ball, and then Batshuayi goes just to remind the rest of Europe that he's still crap.
Well, started well this second half. Bloody hell.
Was that Diego Carlos or Konsa or Diego Konsa? Yeah. Yeah. It's horses because Onana plays at Wembley and we beat Palace. Ooh. People would say the same with Mings as well. I don't think. I think we could play Palace another couple of times at Wembley and we wouldn't beat them the rate we play against them. Doesn't matter if you put whoever you put in that side right now. We can't find a winning formula against Palace, and that's the stats show that. We don't know how to match up against them. We don't know whether to try and go free back against them. We don't know whether to play X, Y, and Z.
Agreed. There's certain teams that we just can't seem to crack. Newcastle away, Man United away, or Man United any game. Palace. Oh, Rodgers. Yes, get in. His first touch of the ball.
It's a really great finish. Morgan Rodgers just made it 2-1. Donyell Mane with his second assist. Give me a bit of that. He's gone with the John McGinn celebration. That was cheeky. You're not doing your cold one. That's interesting. Morgan changed that. It's 2-1. John McGinn celebration vibes. The finish is
Lovely
brilliant,
finish.
actually.
Lovely ball in as well.
It's a really calm and collected finish.
It is,
Daniel
especially
Marlin.
on this pitch, because this pitch is absolutely disgraceful.
I love that. But yeah, you're right, Rich. That ball's class, by the way. That ball's class, but the finish is even better. Morgan Rogers. I think we forget how young he is. He plays with such maturity. But as predicted, Rich, we did say they were going to come out cooking in this
Well,
second half.
I don't know if they came out cooking, mate, but they could have
We're
been
trying to cook
3-0 down.
we did try and cook ourselves a little bit,
Yeah,
a little self-sabotage burn on the barbecue. And then we just sort of realised it's like someone like never using a barbecue before and getting in a state and cooking themselves and then realising, hold on.
What we do is if we pass it to a player wearing a claret and blue shirt, then sometimes you might get a goal.
Exactly. Rocket science solved. But we're still overplaying at the back. I do like Marco. He looks so short. If this was Robin Olsen, we'd be crapping ourselves.
Oh, mate. And Gauchi as well. Oh,
yeah.
God, he's even worse.
This is getting stinky at the back playing out there. But there we go. Malin to assist, absolutely. But yeah, it's a goal. Morgan Rogers with a class little finish. But yeah, it's funny. And we'll see what happens. Let's see if we can keep the intensity, or are we going to drop off again like last time?
I'd imagine, mate. Go on, mate. Go on.
No, sorry, I was just in this one actually. Constantly some competition. He's too comfortable in starting place. There's actually a fair point in a way of he is, but he should always be starting for me. He's class, but a bit of competition won't go miss. Would you say that, Rich, or not?
Yeah, well, absolutely. Him and Martinez, had that. Had that labelled at them last season that they didn't quite have enough pressure breathing down their neck. So yeah, I absolutely agree. Good save from Bezo there.
He's busy. It's busy. It's good to see our goalkeeping work. Big up to Vamos VJ for the super chat. Big up to Vamos VJ. Big up to you. Thank you for that. Loves it when a goal goes in. Old tradition throughout the season. So there we go. But yeah, can we get you to Roger's so good? How long can we keep him? It's scary, isn't it? It's scary that we have to have that conversation.
Well, I was telling you, 130 million. That's what we're looking for.
Chelsea just.
It's mad how we got him for. What did we get him for? 15 million.
15 was the rumored price. Chelsea might come knocking one day, people. But again, I would be gutted to see a player like him leave. We've got to build our team around him. We want any sustained success. We really do. Really do.
And again, mate, a full rest across the off season, apart from obviously the couple of international games that England had. But he should be flying at the start of this season after a nice rest.
Hungry, flying, ready to prove a point. Take his numbers up. Again, take his stats and numbers up to another level, which is what players get judged on these days. GA, whether people like it or not, you get called a GA merchant or whatever. GA is a massive factor to how we look at players.
It is not for me as a football dinosaur. It isn't, but it is these days. Yeah, I want to see his decision making improve. That's what I want to see. He gave the ball away far too many times last season.
Yeah, 100%. But big up to Lee as well, my guy Lee in the chat, super chat. Big up to you, Lee. Appreciate it as always. And comments like this do make me laugh, David. I said, bring on Ilan Jr. Again, this guy's. I'll be surprised if Ilan is with us in the season, but we never know. We'll never know. But yeah, Malin 2 assists. People happy with him in the chat. 2 assists for the player that Josh was saying has watched about a month ago. Come on, it's pre-season. Let's hold our horses. Let's just hold our horses. My point is with Malin, if I've used the term wash, then sorry. My point is, can't understand or fathom how a player signs in January and sits on the bench for most of it. It just doesn't make sense. Is he onside? Oh, that's a finish if he was onside. But a lot of people, what I get upset about is a lot of people telling me Malen will be our backup 9. Okay. Interesting. My biggest criticism of professional football, and I stick to this tune, is why I cannot rate Mason Mount and never will rate Mason Mount. If you can't tell me within 2 seconds, 3 seconds of where a player plays, they're not good enough. If you can't tell me the position, and if I was to say to you, Mason Mount, you go, oh, is he a left winger? Is he a 10? Is he an 8? Not sure. You don't know what the position is. Not good enough. Not good enough.
The old
Right?
the old utility player.
Yeah, exactly. Daniel Marlin, is he Mr. Utility or is he Mr. I'm going to grab a spot by the balls and no one's taking it off me? That's what I say about man. Are you going to be Mr. I'm Mr. Right Winger this season? Or are you going to be I'm Mr. I'm doing my part for the team I'll play anywhere? Because that's not going to get you a career at Aston Villa. That's how I see it. Grab us if you can't. I think I'm trying to. Anyone else got any other players? Rich got any other players like a Mason Mount where you just don't know what position a professional. It's an interesting one where
Off
you
the
don't know
top
where
of
they
my
play.
head,
Chat as well. Is there anyone else you can think of? Chat where I've asked to say a
there
player
used to
you
be one
can't
back
tell me.
in the day, Josh. There used to be one back in the day. Nick Barmby. He was a prime utility player. But he'll be
Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain.
before your time, yeah. Oxlade-Chamberlain, yeah. Havertz,
Oxlade-Chamberlain.
today saying.
Havertz. Yeah. Well, Arteta's obsessed with him trying to be a 9. Poor bugger. Now they've got Gyökeres. Imagine now. I did see an Arsenal fan say, imagine if they actually play Gyökeres wide left, right, or something like that. They keep Saka on the right, and Arteta still persists with Havertz as his 9. It'd be a very Arteta thing to do. But yeah, let's see how. Again, Villa have lost a little bit of momentum again. I want to see us just keep. We got that drinks break coming up in about 10 minutes, probably.
We have. There'll be subs made at that point, I'm sure, as well.
Hillen Senior. I wonder if he's better than Junior. I like that. Rich, do you do FPL leagues? Do you do fantasy football? Someone's asking chat.
Every time it comes around, I say I'm not doing it, and then I'll get dragged into doing it, and then I'll give up after about a month. It's just the same. It's the same cycle. It's the same cycle. So I'm going to say no right now because I never get round. I always forget to change my team or do the transfers or something, and then I've just ruined it. So I'm going to say no for now, but I'm pretty sure I'll get brought back into it. I'll tell you what I do like doing, that last man standing thing.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Yeah,
that's brilliant. I've been done over heavy by Brighton before on that in the final 3. But yeah, big up to Chris H. Preach it. You can talk about the corruption of the Cartel 6, Big 6, or you want, because it's true. So preach. We want. Interesting comment here from Matt. So McGinn, what position? And this is why, again, people don't like when I say it. I don't see a future for McGinn at Villa because of that. He is Mr. Utility.
He's the captain.
He is Mr. Utility. He is Mr. Utility. That's all I can say. He doesn't start in the double pivot over Kamara and Tielemans.
No.
He doesn't start ahead of Rodgers. He's certainly not a left winger or right winger. But he is a good bench player.
Is Ramsey's position.
Yeah. What is John McGinn? Like, again, chat. Tell me what position John McGinn, hands down, nails. Because we know that Morgan Rodgers isn't a right winger. We want him in the 10. People will tell you that. We know that Jacob Ramsey's a left winger. You know where Kamara and Buba can play. Where does John McGinn play? That's the one for me.
But where I would disagree with you, I think he has to play when fit. That's where, yeah. And I've said I was like this with McGinn, like his time's up, all this, but he's still the player when he plays well. Villa play well. Maybe Tielemans is in that bracket now as well, but yeah. I mean, you just look at that PSG game, and it's like John McGinn wasn't in that team for that game. We don't get anywhere near getting back into that game. If McGinn's not playing against Newcastle at home, we don't he's just so vital to us.
Wait, Rich, are you saying that it was Unai Emery's fault that we lost to PSG because he subbed him off too early? Is that what we're saying here, Rich? Because I'm going to say that because that was the game where he shouldn't have taken off Rashford and McGinn when he did.
Yeah,
Went a bit early on that one.
yeah. There was a couple of times last season where I thought Emery didn't get his subs right, but then kind of the game after he got them totally right, you know.
Right.
Ooh.
Duran bailed him out though. Duran did bail him out of his substitutions.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, he did. That's a big block from Amadou, who actually gives away a foul there now. But yeah, McGinn's very split. So, like, again, already in the chat, some people saying he's a wide midfielder behind the wingers. Some are saying he's a 10 attacking midfielder.
I do agree, though, he's that utility. Like, he's not good enough to play in the 6 or whatever we say nowadays. I hate all this, like, plays in a 6, plays as an 8. It's basically your central midfielder, and if you were good enough in central midfield, you play box to box. One of you stays, one of you goes, and vice versa. That's how you do it. But
doesn't exist anymore, does it?
It should do, but this is how Brazil used to play in the late 90s, early 2000s. This box midfield, Brazil were the team that brought this into play. But anyway, yeah, he's not. He can't play the number 6 because his passing isn't good enough to get it from the defenders in that defensive third. He's not good enough at that. But where he is brilliant is that driving through midfield in that sort of higher position. But then for Scotland, he does play in that position off the front man, doesn't he?
He was like he was close to being their record goal scorer. Like he was scoring goals for fun at one stage. We love it, and I think conversations like this are good because it brings you to perspective of there is a role still for McGinn at Villa, just maybe not a starting one. Just that's how I see it.
Who's the captain then? If it's not McGinn,
I'm calling out for a Yuri Tillemans armband. The bloke's been great captain. Leicester, he's been Anderlecht captain. I think he's good lad in that sense. But don't know. McGinn's split in the fan base. Some people see him as a starter, has to start every game. Some people see him as maybe more my way of come in when needed, can do a job. But I think that's why it's good. It's good debate. It's always interesting. And ultimately, will Kamara and Yuri Tillemans stay fit all season? Probably not. No. Going to have injuries. No. And that's why you need it. It's very rare. I mean, Yuri Tillemans was a freak of nature, right? He basically didn't pick up an injury till what? Who did he miss? Did he miss the Man U? Am I getting this confused? Did he miss a game at the back end of the season? Did he miss the Spurs or Man United game? Was he out for one of them, or did he continue?
I think he missed Bournemouth. Did he?
He missed one game basically, didn't he? And then we rushed him back and got him fit and available.
He might have missed.
Might know better than that.
He might have missed Bournemouth and Spurs, and then came back against Man United. I'm not too sure.
That might be it. Can you ask Rich about Caden Young? Is he in Unai's plans?
I doubt it.
Yeah, no young gun will be in his plans. I'll be honest. The best you've got is probably Ozcan as a defender. And even then, I think he's on the outskirts. I don't think any attacking player will be in Unai Emery's plans.
Oh, here's the subs. No Martinez. Gouch is coming on.
Interesting. It is. Whoever wanted to see a bit of Ilin Jr., you get to see him.
Bailey's coming on. Rose coming on. Jimo Aloba.
The rest of them on.
Yeah.
So do you know what I said? Wow. Let's see if Emmy plays the next game now. Bloody hell. Right. Picture a world where Emmy comes on tour to not play a game. He's just there because we already know the transfer's happening.
What, like when Grealish was just pretending to train?
Bailey is on, though. I'm going to be watching Bailey with keen eyes here. But chat, real talk now. Real talk. Joe Gouch is terrible. No, real talk is that for Emi Martinez not to come on, maybe he's getting the full 90 minutes in the next game.
Has he put Jimo Aloba up front? He has, hasn't he?
Yes. Yeah, he has. Matson left back. Illing Jr. left wing, doing the Jacob Ramsey role.
Yeah.
This could be interesting. Bit of Ian Matson and Jr. A bit of pace and directness, although that was a terrible combo between them.
Onana's been terrible since the start of this half. He's played like it's his first run out in pre-season, basically.
I'm serious, Rick. I don't care if people say I'm overthinking this. If Emmy doesn't play the next game, he's going. We're not wasting our time with a goalkeeper, clearly, trying to play out from the back. Hence why I said Marco Bizot looks really good with his feet. Looks really good with his feet. Looks really comfortable. He's just had 60 minutes. Joe Gauchi's just getting the last 30, and Emmy Martinez has sat on the bench for the first game. Come on. Let's not be silly here now, people. There's something a little bit.
Should we see what Twitter's saying?
Yeah, has to start the next game now. It's 2. You don't bring your number 1 keeper to sit on the bench in the first 2 games. Let's see what the chat's on. Arsenal fans from any team in the league, they've never seen McGinn as a Prem player yet. Look what he's achieved with Villa in Scotland. It's true, massive things. Ginny is a rotation player. We need him in crucial games to shore up the midfield. I agree. He is a shore up on that sense. Big up Meeks. He says, sorry I'm late as
mind you, McGinn hasn't come on, has he?
No. Ooh.
So
he's off to Everton. Spread the rumours. Yeah, that's a good point there. Have you spotted no McGinn? Weird.
It could just be they're not.
Weird. Who sent them in with? Oh, they're doing this stupid drinks break. We should have just done the subs after that then. But big up to me.
Yeah, who's next to Onana?
Hemmings, I think. Wait, Bongo said this about Emmy. I keep hearing different accounts. Is Emmy Martinez suspended for 1 game or 3 games going into the new season?
1.
I thought it was 1 as well.
It's 1 because it wasn't violent conduct.
There we go. Rich has answered it. Carbate said it's Bogard. So why is Bogard playing over?
What's a There's your utility man. Centre back, right back, central midfield.
I can't.
There's your utility man, Josh.
I got to find. Okay. Wait. Yeah, this is true. I'm just going to show you something. Something happened to McGinn. Something happened to McGinn. Because why is Morgan doing that celebration? Why is Morgan doing the McGinn celebration? No one's deep that yet, but why is he doing that?
What, you think he might have had an injury?
What? Yeah, bless you, man. Why is he doing that? And then McGinn's not come on. Just seeing.
Well, the Villa admins posted it saying, "Wait a second."
Yeah. And McGinn's definitely just checking the bench again. McGinn's definitely on that team sheet, isn't he?
Well, Ozcan hasn't come on. Unless he's going to just give McGinn 15.
No, McGinn ain't on the bench. McGinn isn't on the bench.
Fair enough.
So he must have had a knock.
Fair enough.
Or something happened. I'm trying to see now on the photos. Right. From the rogue photos I've got of them warming up.
It says the subs were Gauchi, Martinez, Concert, McGinn, Torres, Illing Jr., Matson, Onana.
Yeah, you are right, McGinn's right. You
Bailey,
are right, yeah.
Patterson, Jimo Lobo, and Ozcan. So at the minute, Martinez obviously hasn't come on. He's not going to play. But he could bring McGinn on because Bogart's still on, isn't he?
Yeah.
And he's got Patterson. He's got Ozcan.
No one else can come off, though. Just Bogard.
Yeah. Bloody hell.
Onana's having a stinker, isn't he? Yeah, he's having a stinker as well. His first touch is like a trampoline. It's bouncing off him. That's it. The Rodgers celebration's thrown me because why would he do that celebration? Why would he do that celebration?
He might have just said, "Look, if I score, I'm going to do your celebration."
Yeah. But the Emmy one's for me. I'm standing firm on Emmy. If we do not see Emmy Martinez start or play the next game and not get at least 60, that's not right. A keeper doesn't go on tour and not play. He's meant to be our number one. If it's Joe Gaucho, I'd understand. That's a low time. Someone get an Emmy cam. Someone get me an Emmy Martinez cam right now. I want to see what his body language like, his face expressions. I want to see it all. But yeah, Emmy has a 1-game ban. That's cleared up by Rich and some of the chat. In terms of he misses Newcastle. So Bizzot in goal against Newcastle, I can live with that at home.
I asked this question to Martin on the fans forum. If Bizzot has a great game against Newcastle, keeps a clean sheet, does he keep his spot for the next game?
Yes. He's got. I think Emmy. I think Emmy sits out the season until the transfer window is closed. How about that one?
Ooh.
I don't think we see Emmy till September. I think he's got to sit out and ride it out because I'll say it again. If Man United pay 40 million, he's going.
Yeah.
I don't see any other. Wait, we've been told now 40 million. Villa have communicated to Manchester United it's 40 million. Emmy sits on the sidelines like he's done today until we solve. Are you with us? It's a lot of
right. Looks like McGinn
tackles
might be coming.
Big up to Meeks for the super chat. Big up, boys. Like and subscribe, everyone. Up the Villa. Big up to the man, the myth, the Meeks in the house. Thank you so much. And hope you've had a good Saturday night, Meeks. Or did you have a nap and just wake up? Or have you come in from like, what's the crap for joining late? Big up to you. And guys, just reminding me, not just subscribing to me, but of course, please subscribe to Rich at Villa Park Podcast. It's in the title. I've made it the easiest for you. Like, I'm scratching your back, chat. I'm helping you out. I'm not making you have to search anything. I'm not having to make you scroll on script. I'm literally just saying, press his name on the title and subscribe. That's how easy it is. So, just
to give myself a shameless plug, we're 172 away from 6,000. So
let's help him out. Let's help him out. We can get that. We can hit that. We can hit that by the end of the month, definitely. We can play our part, chat. We can play our part. Let's get Rich to 6K ASAP. But yeah. So Carson, 3 games ban. Go Google it, please. It was a straight red. 2 yellows get you a game. I think someone said. I think Rich though said it was because it wasn't violent conduct that it remains as 1. Is that?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it was only we asked the same question a few weeks ago. Because I asked that question about Martin if Bizzot played well, and I was like, "Is it 3 games that Bizzot's going to play?" And then loads of people in the chat were like, "No, it is definitely 1 game because it wasn't violent conduct." So
Chelsea link won't go away. Xavi Simons the backup option. I think they're going for Xavi Simons. I don't know any other Premier League club that's interested in him, and he stated he wants to play in the Premier League. Onana really doesn't want to play that forward pass.
That was unlucky. That. He did all right in the end.
He did, but his balance is terrible.
Yeah.
His first touch, like he's chasing his first touch all the time. But there you go. Can we get 150 likes, says VJ? I reckon that's achievable. I reckon we can do that. Yes, VJ. Cole Palmer's reclaimed Rogers odds. Imagine if Cole Palmer put some crazy copyright infringement on it, or like some
image rights.
Yeah, image right. That's all right. I can see him being petty like that. I like this. They took Emmy on tour to keep him away from his agent. Yeah. Someone nick his phone as well. But yeah, I think this is clear. Hard to play somewhere when their future is unclear. Hence why I also believe in September, if it's August and he's still with us, you won't see him against the first 3 games. Marco will start, and then we'll go from there. I feel like that's happened before at Villa. I'm trying to think of a situation. I feel like we've been in that scenario before, waiting out a transfer to see what happens. Or other clubs have done it as well. What is it with our players taking knocks in pre-season?
They're getting smashed all over, aren't they? Is that Ealing Jr.? Yeah.
But I wonder
Has Rodgers only touched the ball once for the goal? I can't recall him
Feels like
having
it.
any other touches of the ball.
Feels like it. I want to see Bailey do something. I want to
Yeah,
see
but he's
again.
just fizzled out this game. Like as soon as you took Ollie Watkins off from up front, we're just going to have no presence in attack anymore. So Bailey's hardly going to get the ball. Rodgers is
Do you
hardly
see
going to get the
Bailey
ball.
staying or going, Rich? Do you see Bailey staying or going?
I think he probably goes still. I still think he goes.
Fenerbahce is the link at the moment that doesn't seem to be going away.
Yeah, I've heard Fenerbahce, Saudi. His agent will be trying to hawk him around, and his dad will be trying to hawk him around anywhere. To be honest, but as I said at the start, mate, all bets are off on any player, barring. Come up, oh Matson, what are you doing? Oh, great tackle, whoever that was. That's why you've got Onana in the team, I tell you. Like go gadget legs.
That's why he looks terrible as well, by the way. Just a low key. Like they're going from like this cycle of having new strikers. If they think they're going to get 60 mil for Batshuayi, they can think again. James has said that the Rogers celebration was for losing to McGinn at darts at the hotel. There we go.
There you go. Nothing more to it.
Inside knowledge. I like it, James. There you go. Andrew saying Emmy's on Emery's hit list. He'll do what he did with Watkins Simmons to Arsenal after Emery dropped him. Yeah, Amadou's cut, didn't this guy can't keep getting injured like this. He's already had a season with injuries last year, and he can't be 50 mil on there. Oh, they're both Belgium internationals as well, or would know each other, those two. I'll go to this first. Big up Meeks again. Big up Rich and his dodgy microphone, says the man, the myth, the Meekin. I love it.
He loves it.
Yeah, big up Meeks. Great support of the channel. And I know you are subscribed to Rich as well. And I know many of you have, but if you haven't, go subscribe to him. Please chat. Amadou's going to limp off from McGinn or not? Like, if there's an injury here, this is where McGinn comes on, surely. Like, straight up.
What do you asked me about the kits? What do you think about the kits? And have you brought any of the new stuff? I've got the blue one on today.
I'd say Heidi and I were discussing we're going to take a trip to the store. We want to go in store and have a look, take the kids as well. So be a nice little day out. Try not to get rinsed too much. Try not to get rinsed too much. But yeah, I mean, the youngest was already saying, "Oh, I want Rodgers on the away. No, Rodgers on the home. If Watkins stays, I want him on the away." Thinking, oh, yeah, that's just. We'll see. We'll have to do overtime. Do you know what I mean here with that? But no, it's. I think it's good to go. I don't know. I quite like buying the kit in person. I'm doing that. But yeah, that merch looks nice, Rich. To be fair, I do like that clobber you got on.
Yeah, this one's quite nice. The black one, the all in black one that they're wearing. It's not on the Villa site, but it's on JD.
That's weird. That should be happening, shouldn't it? Really?
But I'm sure they'll bring it out on the Villa one at some point. But yeah, the all black one that the players were wearing the other day. But it's
nice.
just they keep bringing out the different designs, don't they, of the training kit, and it's just like I like that.
Every penny matters.
Yeah. Have you seen the Have you seen the leaks to the new like heritage stuff today?
No.
I'll send you the picture of it, and
yeah, please do. Please do.
Looks quite.
Okay, are you going to be doing more games on here? I'm on the big up thing. I much prefer YouTube. Yeah, got to work out a plan for that, but we are enjoying the watch-ons back on YouTube as such. But yeah, what Big Up are bringing is an app. But they've got really cool. What I love about Big Up is that they've got basically the video analysis stuff that we can do, whereas we've got the highlights of all the games. You won't get copyrighted. They've got the rights to it, and I can basically, like they do on Monday Night Football, draw circles, arrows, stop and pause clips of all the goals, all the action, and really do like high level analysis. And that's what Big Up for me is massive for. Can't do on any other platform. Which is, if you're a bit of a geek and you like highlights and you like analysing stuff, then it certainly does lack him. But yeah, what meets us then is, but Big Up is a lot more restrictive. YouTubers like the government. That's what I'm saying. They're shackles and everything. Villa will not turn down 120. Is that for Rodgers?
Yeah, I think so.
It's
interesting. Lee's asked how much it Jay. 45, I think, for the black t-shirt.
Not bad, that mate. That's not bad. You guys going Aston Villa versus Roman game? Do you know what? I wish that game was being played at Villa Park, but it's at bloody Poundland, Bescott, whatever they're called. I don't feel it feels the same going to that. I don't know. But not long left, chat. We've got 11 minutes of this preseason. As always with preseason, it can fizzle out, like it is sort of. But the fact that you guys are still here, over 200 of you, still chirping away, listening to Rich and I, and just, what is it, 10 to 2 in the morning? It's a cracking effort. Although some of you might be in the States and you might be at your peak time. And some of you in Australia, you're like, what, like 9, 10 a.m.? Something like that. Buenos noches. Buenos noches. It's all right. The second half has been a little bit more intensity to it. I thought Villa basically in the first half started well, got the goal, had a few wobbles, had a drinks break, and then it was a non-existent second half of the first half. But done all right considering the chop and changes of this. But I still want to know the John McGinn and Emi Martinez situation. That's going to bug me. That's going to bug me.
Pace. He's done well.
I want to know.
Done well.
How's Bogard playing a full 90? Get that in your head. Like, how's Bogard robbed a full 90 here?
Gotta make it.
Let's see what happens. But big up, Richard. Said, hey, my two favorite YouTubers. Big up to you. Thanks, Pam.
Yeah, it's been a good workout for the. Oh, Gauchi, what are you doing?
I can't.
Oh my god.
I can't.
Oh my god.
I can't.
This guy.
People actually were trying to tell me this guy could have a chance of being a Villa #1 before we signed Marco. This guy's a terrible keeper.
What is he?
Guys, if you're not aware, Joe Gauchi's had an absolute stinker, given the ball away with his feet, and they have scored. It is now Eintracht Frankfurt
a simple pass out to the right to Tristan Rowe, and he's just passed it straight to one of their players.
And Rich, the save's crap as well. I'm just looking at the angle of his save. All right, yeah, bounce in front of him, but man.
I think he's one of the worst goalkeepers I've ever seen.
Bring back Robin Olsen. Wow. Goalkeepers, if you can't play out from the back, don't try doing it. If you're not good with your feet, don't try doing it. And people will tell you this. Pep Guardiola has killed goalkeepers because of how he's made Ederson and his team play. Goalkeepers now feel obliged to do this. Nothing better in the lower league football, seeing a goalkeeper just get the ball, smash it up the pitch every time, so you get rid. A yellow card in pre-season, you know that you've been a twat, basically, if you get a yellow card in pre-season.
I think they've had about 4.
Gauchi could be the new Olsen of Amigos.
Honestly, that was embarrassing.
Final now for him, it is. Imagine, flashbacks of it came Aaron Ramsey missing a penalty for Rangers in the final. Don't tell me these Americans do a penalty in a friendly if it's a draw. Because I ain't standing around for that. I ain't watching that crap. I'm sorry, but people saying, "Oh, it's only a friendly." Nah, there's stuff like that does my head in. You can't expose yourself like that as a goalkeeper. Lack of playing up from back, the lack of shot stopping. He's doing it again, Rich.
They must have been told. They must have been told that you not to play the ball, not to just kick it long. They must have been told, because why would you just keep doing it?
Jogard doesn't want to receive the ball. Gauchi doesn't know what to do with it.
I was literally saying it's been a pretty good run out, and it still has been a good run out for the players, but these same mistakes just keep getting made. And I can't see where they're going to improve, because these are the same mistakes that were being made last season.
Yeah. Someone's just said probably why he didn't get a game at Barnsley. So true. Just low down from playing him out. I genuinely think Villa will see Marco as a potential number one keeper. We're not in a financial to have a luxury number two, and that's what I'm saying. I think, oh my god, imagine if Joe Gauchi is our number two, though. That makes my point. He's come on this tour. I don't think Marshall or Borland have, as far as I'm aware.
I was going to say, is Marshall not on loan yet?
No. Who's the other one? Who's the young keeper? Proctor, isn't it? It's Proctor, isn't it? I don't think either of those two have come on tour. I think we've come with 3 goalkeepers.
Oof, bloody hell.
If Gauchi doesn't get loaned out, Ziyech is gone.
Yeah.
If Gauchi doesn't get loaned out, it's an indication to me that he may genuinely be the number 2 if Emmy goes.
Oh, this is getting silly now.
You better Aston Villa. That's not good, Davey. That's not good. At least Villa have been consistent. No wins in pre-season. Oh wait, this is proper pre-season. Are we counting the other 2 games or what? So I'm confused. Are we counting proper pre-season?
Oh, he's in. Inning Junior. Oh, come on! Oh.
Do you know what? It's a poor pass from Jamoa, though. It's a poor pass from Jamoa. He's got to play better weighted pass there for Illan Jr.
Yeah.
But Bailey, I mean, Illan Jr.'s done well to find the cutback.
Yeah, it was slightly behind Rodgers, wasn't it? Yeah, and Bailey's just gone for too much power.
Bailey's got to be doing better. Oh, look at him. He's getting 4 minutes in the pre-season. That's going to be really good for him. Getting Richard on stream, heavy hitter guest, but yeah, same old shit problems with the defenders. Always friendly or not, pattern doesn't change.
Sharik.
Big up to Sharik. But remember, chat, we're not allowed, we don't look at results, we're looking at performances. And that's where it's funny, because you look at some performances and you're going, okay, what's changed? As you're saying, Sharik. So minutes in the tank, I don't know. I'm a bit I can't listen to the phrase minutes in the tank. And the reason why I say that is, well, why else? What else are we doing? That is the primary non-football objective of pre-season, right? You're there to get fit. So if we keep using that as what are we getting out of this minutes in the tank? Well, we should have just jogged around the pitch. We should have just done laps. We should have just run around an athletics track if we're looking to improve fitness, or are we looking at patterns? We're looking at individuals, formations, systems, combinations. We've learnt that Tyrone Mings and Bogarth cannot play centre half. We've learnt that Joe Gauchi is not ready for a goalkeeper position of that calibre. I also think, correct me if I'm wrong, maybe thinking this, Rich, but if Jamal Alaba is genuinely going to be a player in the first team squad to be a backup to Ollie, it's a little bit scary, in my opinion. Would you not say that like his lack of presence on that pitch is dwindling every time I see him play?
Yeah, I've not been that impressed with him in pre-season, in terms of a young player coming through that's going to catch the eye. He hasn't shown me anything in the last 3 games to suggest that he's that one. What's the other thing that we're not saying that is glaringly obvious is we need players. We need players. Like, what are we going to sign a couple of players that are going to join this preseason tour? Are we going to wait until we come back? Like, we need players. Like, this is not. Yeah, fair enough. Like you just said there, it's a prerequisite. We know what preseason friendlies are there to do. That's fine. We already know that. But these last 3 games have shown me that we need bodies in the squad, because
100%.
we can't be carrying a substitutes bench with Inning Jr., with all due respect, Jimo Aloba, Tristan Rowe, these guys. It's even Emi Buendia. Like, we can't be carrying a bench with those players on there.
It's crazy, and I do think that the lack of presence in that attacking position. We'll see. But I think Richard, asked, is it a back four? No, sorry, it's been a back four all night. He's not looked at the back three once. Again, let's see. Will we see the back three at all utilised in this preseason in America? We'll have to wait and see. And I think this is right. I do think we're short in numbers in defence. We're short of a right back. We're short of another centre half. Yeah, we've got 2 left backs, but I still think there's glaring holes. And if Bogard is going to be our 4th choice centre back, then God bless us. God bless us. Because that ain't the one.
Well, he hasn't brought Ozcan on tonight, has he?
No. Squad's going backwards. Clearly lost 3 players from last season, who themselves were just replacements of Duran, Carr, etc. The team is stronger than the Conference League. Ridiculous. You've got a point there. You have got a point there. But yeah, we've got 2 minutes out of time. We're nearly finished. Look, I think people have got to relax on.
Because the thing is that I always think as well, and what we said at the start, Josh, is that you can't make excuses off the back of not winning these games in preseason, because had we won these games in preseason, everyone would have been buzzing. Everyone would have been saying, "Oh, so and so's on fire," this and that and the other. These young players are brilliant. The future's bright for Aston Villa and all this sort of stuff. Oh, Gmo's in. Oh no, they would have been saying all of that stuff, but because we haven't won these games, everyone will be just like, "Oh, well, it's minutes in the tank for the players. Don't buy anything into preseason, all that sort of stuff." So which one is it?
Exactly. Yeah, it's a great point. I do think we've got to look at the defensive structure again and have a look at how we need to be more defensively solid. Like, I think that's foundation for me. Let's build again. Let's become a hard team to beat. But again, background noise of goalkeeper really doesn't help. And I think this Emi Martinez stuff is a distraction. And that is the full-time one. So I do think it's a distraction. I do think it's something that needs to be sorted. And if we see, look, Morgan Rogers walked off the pitch pissed off. You can tell he's pissed off at that performance. He went happy straight away. I saw him flared his arms around a minute ago as well.
Get his agent. Get me on the phone to Maresca. Get him on the phone.
Yeah. But it depends where you are as a Villa fan. Depends on where you are as a person in general. How you look at pre-season. Do we panic? Do we not? I still think that some people are blindingly talking positive about things that aren't there to talk positive about. Stop telling me that Unai Emery can coach this and do that. You can't you can't rely, as Rich said, on Ilin Jr., Tristan Rowe, Jamoa. He needs tools. He needs squad depth. If we get hit with injuries with this squad, we're screwed. Bottom line is we're screwed. Second one for me is, I'm going to bang on that. I think we need to sort out this defensive fragility, defensive structure, and that is a big part of next season. Too many games we threw last season because of our defensive weakness, shape, fragility. So, however people want to look at it, I still think there's a lot of work to do. And the Kamara was a smokescreen, and again, cynical as that may be, it's dropped and planned at the right time. Even it got me taken away from the problems that I still see. Where's our striker? Why are we not going for a right back? What is the Emmy situation? Is Ollie going to do like all those things still to come? Kamara's a smokescreen. Games like this will bring Villa fans back to perspective. There's still a lot of work to do on that one. So going into the next game, Rich, what do you want to see again, or a little bit different, or what, or players, or what do you think needs to change from tonight into the next preseason?
Well, I saw a little bit more of like getting in behind of this defense. So I'd like us to continue on that. I'd like to see us more of that. But I've just been, as you've been talking there, I've just been thinking, right, with this squad that we've got at the moment, they've all had at least one season of Unai Emery. So what is it that they're going to learn, and what is it new that they're going to learn from Unai Emery in terms of tactical ability that they haven't learned already? So it's either on the players to improve themselves, or it's on the manager to freshen up the squad, or Monchi to freshen up the squad. So I don't know what else. We know what we need to see. We know where we're lacking in terms of the ability of this team. We've seen it for the last 2 seasons. So yeah, I don't know what else we can say. Like we haven't got enough pace. We don't get in behind the teams enough, and we can be weak in midfield, particularly when we give the ball away in transition, and we haven't got enough cover in defence. So we already know these problems. That's what needs sorting out. And you've already said it. Doesn't matter how much coaching Unai Emery puts in these players, I don't see where those things improve unless you buy new players.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't make Ollie Watkins faster. You can't make John McGinn faster. We need pace.
Yeah, exactly that.
So I'd like to see. I think we'll win the game. I'd like to see us win the games and put a little bit more positivity and a positive spin, and a couple of players get some goals. It was nice for Marlon to get a couple of assists. It was nice for Watkins and Rodgers to get off the mark in pre-season. That was nice. So I'd like to see that. But the same problems are there, and they won't be addressed until we sign new players.
100%. Just a few things in the chat, which people are saying is, but for Villa to see Lauren, you need to develop the Rose, Alobas and kids. In my opinion, you don't, because how many of these break into the first team? If we're trying to be a top 6 club, it's very rare that you see these products now. Louis Barry, Cameron Archer, Timmy Rigbenham, all evidence of that. These players don't get good enough or near enough first team. It's about basically what we can sell them on for now, is how I see it. Sharif, you're a little bit off here. He said, "What we literally always beat Warsaw. We lost them, mate. I don't even remember. We've taken 2 hours on a draw in pre-season on that one. But maybe in the past we've beaten them, but this season we haven't. Just want to say again, big up to Meeks for another super chat coming in strong tonight. I'm glad you had a great fun day, and of course, always with Kim on the moderation with VJ as well. And this is interesting. The fact that we've become more defensive fragile since Carlos left really gives some perspective. Damn. It's interesting. Definitely things to there. And I'm sure people go to bed, sleep on it, stay awake, and think about it, because I think it's good to take a fresh head again. But for me, it's a lot of issues to solve, a lot of things to be discussed, and and whether people want to put tinted glasses on it or not, that's up to you how you view preseason. And it's not about results. I do not give a crap about the results.
Yeah, exactly, mate. Exactly. We could win 5-0. We could win 5-0 on Wednesday night, Thursday morning, and I wouldn't get overexcited on that. I wouldn't. It's like, it's good for these players to get off the mark. It's good, but as you said, I want to see patterns of play. I want to see the things that we know need being improved on. That's what I want to see. I'm yet to see that in these 3 preseason games. I've yet to see us, other than a couple of times today, we got in behind the defense, and it was nice to see Marlon get a couple of assists. That's really good.
Yeah,
and
that's a real positive. Yeah,
I'm yet to see us I've yet to see anyone run at someone in the wide area and take them on 1v1. I've not really seen that yet, even with Marlon on there. I've yet to see someone drive through midfield, and I've yet to see someone have shot from 20, 25 yards. I'm yet to see us, like you said there, be really solid in terms of our defensive line. I've not seen that yet. Yes, we were trying to play the ball out from the back. I can understand that. I can understand him trying to get the players to do that and get used to that on a difficult pitch. That could have been a coaching point. So I can understand that. But the delivery from the fullbacks, I didn't see us put many crosses in from fullback. I didn't see a fullback get to the byline and overlap. I've not seen that yet. So these things I haven't seen at all in these last 3 games, and these are the areas in terms of an attacking perspective that we needed to improve on from last season, because you can't keep just relying on Morgan Rogers to try and bundle his way through, or Ramsey needs to do something, or so.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit frustrating. But as you said, I'm not going to get overexcited on a draw or a defeat, and I'm not going to get overexcited on a big victory or whatever. It's about, as you said, patterns of play and what we're doing. But I've yet to see anything in terms of a pattern of play or a consistent spell of possession or consistent spell of, right, this is like a new aspect of what Aston Villa are trying to do. I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah. I hear you, and I echo your words. Before we wrap up then, guys, Carl's just come and said, Villa can't compete in terms of revenue. Developing young kids make the club either save money or sell them like City. Hemmings could save us 50 mil. And I completely hear you, Carl, in terms of the development. But there's not for 1 minute these guys get Premier League minutes for Aston Villa. And if you want them to get Premier League minutes, expect us to be bottom half, if not near the relegation zone of that. Ultimately, football, it's a business. You've got this stupid profit sustainability rules. You've got to look at your revenue. But at the end of the day, for me, it's about winning as many football matches as possible with the best players on the pitch. And if we're trying to develop players, then let's just get back to being mid-table mediocrity. Let's become a selling club like a Brentford or a Brighton, and have some good days and some bad days. But I don't want to be that. I want to be a team who wins trophies, qualifies for Champions League, and does that every year. But Carl, your point is absolutely spot on. So absolutely spot on. But yeah, guys, we're going to bow out now. It's been a long one. As always, last shout out, please go subscribe to Rich. He's on the road to 6K. We need to get him there. So let's go do that thing. Go subscribe to him. Links in the title. Hit it, that blue thing. Hit, subscribe. Job done. And big up to everyone else who's been in the chat. We've enjoyed the interactions. It's been brilliant. I do want to say special shout out to VJ for the super chats, Alan Ford as well. Big up to Lee. Big up to Meeks as well as coming, and big up to Carl. Thank you for all your donations and that. And big up to everyone who's liked, subscribed, and commented. Guys, you'll see it across probably Villa fan channels tomorrow. And the next few days, reaction to this sort of stuff. Rich, before we go, anything coming up on the Villa Park pod that people can lock in on or know, or is it still come as you go flow? Anything planned?
Yeah, nothing major in the next couple of days, I don't think. Got family visiting, so on family duties. Maybe a bit of a reaction in the morning to this game, and then fans forum. Obviously, Tuesday night will be fans forum night, and then we'll be back with transfer talk, rumor shows, and stuff in the week. So yeah, thanks for having me on though, man. It was good fun, great fun. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I'm tired now though.
Mate. Oh yeah, same here. I'm sure we'll head to bed or chilling out. But chat, thank you for giving up your time to come and sit here and watch the Villa as always. We'll see you very soon. We're out of here. Ta-da.